I start my stream now. I'm streaming now. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Let me check my audio. Audio good. Test, test. Audio is good. Hold on. Let me close my door. Oh, man, you wanna come chill with me? I'm a yap. Oh my god. Oh my gosh, I start yapping. Cat gonna go crazy. Cat's gonna be like, let me out of here. But let's see. Let's see. Maybe I could play a video. I don't know. So I'm gonna be adding sites to the song, or no, songs to the site. And I haven't done this in a while because I've been building up the back end. And yeah. I've been watching this channel lately called Caleb Hammer. But a lot of his, let me see. But like his channel has a ton of members only videos, which but he doesn't, these videos don't look like the interview ones. I don't know. But let me see how I can share this. Let me see. I don't know if you can hear it. What is this capturing? Mac OS screen capture. I don't know if you can hear that. Let me see. No, that's only my mic. I think I gotta change my loop back. I'm so glad I don't have to pay for this again. So I think I got switched to this one, and then I think this is what it's supposed to do, but let me check.
I'm 20 years old. I'm from San Antonio, Texas.
I don't know if you can hear it.
And this is financial audit.
Thanks for coming up from San Antonio. We haven't.
You can hear it, but it's not loud enough. Let me try this.
Had someone I think 20 in a while. Because we've been having more like upper 20s, early 30s, so this is pretty cool. It's always good to catch things early.
Okay, so it's good.
What do you do? What do you do there?
Right now, I.
Okay, yeah. You can hear it. Let me put a thing on the screen though that says I'm like listening to like a podcast or something. Or maybe I don't know, if I screen capture it, then maybe I can show it. Capture screen. Oh, perfect. I don't want it full screen like that. There's no way to do full screen like in the window. Bro, hello? YouTube lacking so many features that I think like could benefit them. Like they don't have pop out windows. I don't know why they don't have pop-out windows, but you know.
Am a front desk person at a Super
Yeah,
8 hotel.
so yeah, and then maybe let me put the channel name there so people can see. How do I put text? Chatbot, text, text. We are going to be streaming Pokemon again soon too. Yeah, so let me put that there so they get credit. Yeah. Yeah, because I'm gonna just be adding songs to the site, and I have a missing albums thing too. So I'm gonna use the missing albums, and I'm gonna add the songs to the site, and I'm hoping it can go well, like 1-to-1, scrape songs, YouTube search, and validate videos, because I want this to be like exactly like working, and I tried it with one album. And I need to use this fully, and I want to I really want it to work. Let me just, yeah, so the auto increment needs to be reset. Same with the pending songs, auto increment pending songs. Yeah. So let me just let this play, and
I'm in San Antonio.
we can chill.
It's not the best hotel. It was just like
Yeah, it's Super 8.
you kind of like flip into a book to find like a name, and you put your finger on like the first name you find. That was kind of how I found the job. It's because I was struggling to find a new job, because before I worked at like a really high-end restaurant in Texas, and they were underpaying me for how high-end and much of a government building it was. And before
How much
that,
of a government building it was?
yeah.
So it was a high-end government.
It was the Tower of the Americas in San Antonio.
Okay.
It was like a tourist attraction
Yeah.
area.
And that the restaurant in there is owned by the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
How much were you making?
I was making $11 an hour.
What are you making now?
I am making 14 an hour.
Okay. How many hours a week are you working?
Been longer
80
than that.
currently.
80 hours a week.
Oh, I'm sorry. No. 40 hours a week, so 80 hours every 2 weeks.
It doesn't have a Genius
That would've been
link,
insanity.
So if it doesn't have
80
a
hours
Genius
every
link,
2 weeks.
We had
What do
payroll
I
coming
do?
of $1,646.
I need to add-
I am making more at a low cost.
I need to add album manually. So I need to do this. So because, okay, sorry, I paused it, but let me show this. So because if I search up Recognize, he has this project called this. It's an EP, but Genius doesn't have it. And the issue now that, because Genius doesn't have it, I need to sort of like, get it myself. And because of that, I don't have all the information to do that with. So I need to like see like this here, and then maybe I could do it like this. I don't know. That's the clean version. This is the dirty explicit version. So maybe I can like have it so like it scrapes it from this and gets the songs here, and then I can maybe validate the things there. So I need to ask Claude, and this is important because if I don't do something like this now, once Claude becomes too expensive for me, I'm not gonna end up renewing it. If I resize this, that changes the size there. So I need to ask Claude to do this because there's no Genius link. Genius doesn't have it. I don't know why. It's under the same artist, but they don't list it. And Genius is community driven. So because it's community driven, I'm kind of like screwed because unless the community adds it, then I'm kind of screwed, you know? So that means in this section, I need to do add albums. Okay, so let me do this. Let me just let this play and let me type.
Costed hotel than I am at a fancy restaurant building.
Well, that would be about 2,426 before taxes.
I'm making about $2,000 a month roughly right now.
So you're not working a full 40.
I am.
Math is not mathing.
How?
Okay. You said 14 an hour, right?
Yeah.
Times 40. Times that by 4. 2,240. You say you're making 2,000 before taxes. Where's the mysterious 240 going? Are you being underpaid? Is there anything funky going on? Are you getting exactly 40 hours?
It would be sometimes like 38, sometimes 40, sometimes I'll skip a day of work, and it'll be because I have school stuff. I'm starting school again, so I've kind of cut down my hours.
You are?
Yeah. I'm cutting down the hours to I'm off 2 days a week.
Even if we, times it by 52 weeks and divide it by 12 to give us an average, it would be about 2,426 because some months are longer.
Mm-hmm.
Some months are shorter.
Yeah.
This is a shorter month.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So you went back to school.
Yeah.
Going back to school.
Mm-hmm.
What are you studying?
Right now, I'm studying psychology.
Okay. What?
It's just the basic white girl degree to some people. And it's a very long period. I was told that, if you want to do psychology, you gotta be able to, withstand 12 years of college if you want to get a real pay grade. And I'm like, well,
So that's your plan?
No. I mean, I can work with a bachelor's. I want to work in ABA, so with kids with autism.
Yeah.
So, I can work for a bachelor's and still be making enough money.
How much?
I don't know.
Come on. You Googled it, right?
Online, it says I could be making up to $56 an hour, with like a $56,000 a year.
No, $56 an hour would give you twice that amount of money a year.
I'm just going based off what Google said. Google said 56 if you're.
Well, it says up to, so that's probably the extreme high end.
Yeah.
Up to.
Yeah. I haven't minored in anything. It went from I changed it from nursing to psychology to criminal justice.
If not, then
back
I'll
to
just
nursing,
ask for it to do it manually.
and then back to psychology.
Oh,
if it can't do
so I've changed it.
How many years have you been in school?
I enrolled in 21, so 3 years, but I'm still a sophomore.
By credit hours?
Yeah.
Obtained?
I only have 18 credit hours right now.
And this is 100% what you want to do?
Yeah.
Okay. What?
I mean, it's probably going to change in the next when
Why? If this is 100% what you want to do, why?
Because I'm going to transfer to a university after, because I've been in my main
Are you
goal.
community college right now?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
that's great.
It was getting the credentials out of the way, and then they said that it was going to be a lot harder to change the degree once you moved to a community college. And I was like, okay.
You mean to a university?
Yeah, to a university.
Okay.
And I was like, well, once I get to university, am I stuck? And they're like, not necessarily.
No, people change majors all the time.
Yeah, and I was like, okay, so this is what I want to do. Okay, well, be careful because that's a 12-year plus degree that you got to focus on.
I know, but we already talked about the job you want to do, which, I personally do not know, but you're saying it just requires the bachelor.
It's
well,
in
no
plan
masters?
mode, so I can't do anything.
If I wanted to go ahead and start my master's, it would still be paid for, so I could if I wanted to.
What do you mean it'd be paid for?
So right
Your
now,
school's paid for?
Yeah, right now I get military benefits, so I get money from the military to pay
Who
for
served?
my dad.
Okay.
Okay. So my dad served military, and I do chapter 38, I think. So I was on academic dismissal for a year.
Why?
Meaning that they kicked me out for a semester.
Why?
Because my GPA was below a 2.0 average.
Why? Are you community college? I mean, community college is great. It's a great resource, but it's also the gen eds in community college are pretty easy to pass. The gen eds specifically.
No, I would have totally.
Apparently,
passed
I found out from this
if
channel, some people get military benefits for life for getting like $3,000 a month, like just from like PTSD, and it's like $3,000 a month is crazy for benefits. I don't know how.
Math was never invented.
Well, a lot of the world revolves around it.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, I use really only very basic math in my job because things don't get too crazy. So you probably won't use the majority of it, but I mean, we all had to take those classes.
Yeah, I mean, in high school, I had like special help with math, so those transcripts never like scheduled over to college, and the college was basically just like, well, if we don't have your transcripts, then we can't help you with your freaking line to line work with your accommodations with college, basically meaning that they can't move over my accommodations
What
from
math
high school.
was it?
Algebra.
Okay, well, guys, it's a new year and you need to make your money best. And I also trust me,
They said if
in a math class, but I got through it.
I don't know, I failed it twice. They said if I failed a third time, they're gonna put me on academic probation. I got on academic probation, and then
Oh, so did you pass it?
no,
So you still have to do it.
I only have 18 credits in the span of a 3-year period of me being in college. So
Is college right for you, dude? Is this the right
Yes.
path you're going down? Why, yes.
I'm really
you haven't
trying.
proved it.
I'm really trying.
Are you really trying?
Yeah.
3 times in algebra?
Get this though, I moved out and I'm paying my own bills too. So I mean,
Why?
Because I'm tired of living at home at 20 years old. I mean, school is different from being independent and doing your own things at home. So I feel like I work
I mean,
better.
I'm okay with you doing it. I mean, it's fine.
Why?
Well, I'm okay with you moving out.
Oh well, yeah, you are okay.
I mean, if the finances support it.
Yeah.
Are you going to be able to work a full 40 hours when you're back in school? How many credit hours a week are you taking?
I'm only allowed 8 credit hours right now.
What do you mean allowed?
The school will only allow me to take 2 classes.
Because
so
you've sucked
part-time.
so much at school.
Yeah. Because that's probation. Since I was on the probation, they won't allow me more than 8 credit hours.
What do you do to get out of it?
I have to bring my GPA up at least to a 2.0.
You're not at a 2 point. You're below a 2.
It's her.
Oh my god. Let me try and find a different video. This one's kind of...
Hi, my name is Lamia. I'm 24 and a half. I'm based out of San Francisco Bay Area, and this is Financial Audit.
All right. What does a 24 and a half year old out of the Bay Area do for a living?
I am a night auditor for a hotel in the city.
Auditor in what way? So you're like going around making sure.
No,
People
so I
changing
settle
them sheets?
accounts.
Oh, yeah. Well, that makes much more sense.
Yeah, no, I
So-
settle accounts.
Yeah. Okay. So employed by who? Okay, so it's actually by the hotel chain. Gotcha. And you guys are a union at the hotel chain because you were showing me that before.
So specifically.
Okay, I thought maybe
it's-
you were like through the city or something for a bit, but
No,
okay,
no.
Gotcha.
Yeah, so usually we are union, but each hotel, especially in the city, pretty much everything's union. But each hotel, like in our hotel, we have 2 different unions that serve us,
Oh, interesting.
depending on your department.
Okay, so what are you making doing this? How many hours a week are you working?
40
Cool. What's your wage?
plus. So right now it's 30.81, but there is a pay differential for nighttime.
Of.
I think it's
So you
$1.25.
get $1.25 more.
Yeah.
Oh wait, why do they need this to be done in the nighttime?
Okay,
Why
yeah.
can't someone do like audit the books in the daytime?
Because you have to wait
Okay, it's the plan
until
finished.
everything has been posted for the day. So that means any incidental charges, room service,
But
everything.
it can't just be reviewed like 6 hours later.
No.
Oh, okay.
Because so some of the reports we do, like you have to do it once everything closes for the day. And then there's also certain aspects of depending on early checkouts. We don't know if somebody's checking out early until late enough in the day. Some people are
Okay.
like, oh, I'm going to check out tonight instead of tomorrow.
Okay, gotcha. Okay, so income.
let me
What would you say that is on average that hits your account on a monthly basis?
So on average, it's $4,200.
A month?
42.
Yes.
Okay.
But I did just receive a little bit of a promotion. So
Ooh.
I am the lead night auditor
There you
at
go.
my location.
Yeah.
But that has to go through union red tape, so I don't know when that will kick in. But it'll be an extra $1.50 an hour.
Okay, so I won't move the needle too much. What will that
Yeah.
bring it to?
I would just
4,300?
43, 44, but I would just leave it at 42, and then whatever extra, obviously.
Because we don't
will
even
just-
know when it's going to come in.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay, so Dude, you're 24.
Yeah.
How the potential did you end up in so much debt already? Did you just like exit the womb and start swiping cards?
No. You would think so, but no.
Oh, I was thinking so.
So kind of what happened is like I turned 18 and surprise, surprise, I found out I already had collections.
What?
So
Parents?
yeah. Apparently my dad had taken me to get like dental work done and then didn't pay for it. And then didn't say anything, didn't say he didn't pay for it, nothing, until I was 18 and I was finding it hard to get a checking account.
Yeah, but why was it assigned to the kid and not him?
I don't know. I don't know if it's because he only put my name on all the documents.
Yeah, but dental work and not the teeth.
Did he only put your name on all the
Oh,
documents?
still
Have you
have
contacted them? Have you talked to them?
I negotiated it. So when I was 18, pretty much my first couple paychecks, it was like I negotiated it to like half, so it was like $1,200.
That's a fun birthday present.
Yeah. So the only reason I found out, I never would have found out, except for my mom was like, okay, you're 18, you need to get a checking account, you need to, since I cash flowed most of college and I went to community college.
Good job.
So,
Bro,
she said, since
I'm
you're
really
not
hoping I
building
can
credit
get
that
a-
way, then you need to open just a small credit card.
The
And
classic credit building mechanism.
yeah.
Going to college and
Right.
borrowing for it, okay?
And so you need to get a credit card and then you just pay it off each month, whatever little nonsense you
Not
get.
bad advice overall.
Right. So we're not going to like her by the end of this either. So I paid off collections and then for a while we were doing okay debt wise. I didn't have any because I didn't have any bills.
Sure.
Because I
So
was
you lived
living
at
at
home. Okay.
And then the pandemic hit. And right before the pandemic hit, my dad got into a car accident.
Oh, no.
Really bad. He broke his spine in 2 places.
Oh my goodness. Okay.
Yeah, it was really bad. And of course, it was right at the beginning. So it was hard for him to even get medical care and to get all the legal things sorted out because he was not at fault. Of course, in between that, he wasn't really paying bills anyway.
Are your parents, were they together and are they together?
They're together, in a sense. It's
Well,
weird.
are they together financially?
Oh, hell no. Last I talked to them, and that'll come later, but like last I talked to them, my dad hadn't contributed to anything since like last October. So my mom's been single-handedly keeping the house afloat.
Okay. But his situation now, how is his health?
His health is fine. His physical health is fine.
His physical health is okay. So he's able to work again?
Oh, yeah, no.
Oh, it looks nice. This channel is so cool. So this channel, they do like financial audits of people's like financial history, and he goes through like he talks to them. He does like Twitch streamers and stuff, but he does like sometimes real people in like financial situations. And this person basically, they said her dad got her dental work but didn't pay for it and left it in her name. So then when she turned 18, she couldn't get like a credit card or a checking account because she had collectings on her name.
Her father used her SSN.
I don't know about SSN. Just use her name because I don't give my SSN to my doctor or my dentist. But
Here, just check my hair real quick. I'm gonna go.
yeah, it looks good. Yeah, you tend to have more hair on this side.
Yeah.
You like that style? What's wrong with your hand? You keep holding it out like they're drying or something. Ooh, you got the watch on. Ooh. Have fun. I'll let you know when the food comes.
Oh, he's been back to work.
Now you're suggesting something else.
Yeah. So he has had a bad habit of whenever he can get out of responsibility, he'll do it growing up. So like once I got a job and I turned 18, on a fairly regular basis, I would wake up in the middle of the night to him going through my purse because he would take my card.
Oh,
because
that's gross.
Right, because
That's disgusting.
so
Him.
because the lights would get turned off, and then my mom would be understandably upset because it's like you're only in charge of the light bill. Like what the hell?
Album art URL.
And then
have it.
obviously he didn't have money for it because I don't know what he spent his money on. And he, when I'd wake up and I'd catch him and be like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Well, you don't want mom to be angry with you, do you?" And I'm like,
Oh, what a disgusting... that's abusive, right? To be very clear. Not physically, but that is a form of abuse. It's financial abuse. And emotional as well.
yeah, that's where the PTSD comes in. And to be honest, that's like the lesser of evils. So anyway, so then...
I need to get
we come out of that, and then we hit the pandemic, and everything shuts down. My dad no longer works, and then now he smokes. So then I'm expected to fund the cigarettes, even though I'm no longer
Let me see if it
working,
doesn't work.
because I got laid off. But he's not getting unemployment checks because somebody didn't believe in paying taxes or, doing his due diligence.
His fault.
Right. And
No
so,
offense. I don't really feel bad for that, but...
Yeah. So
You're paying to
on this like idea that like once everything's settled, I would get paid back. I knew I was never going to see that money.
Yeah,
again.
for the dental?
No, for
Oh,
cigarettes.
the credit cards and cigarettes. Oh, whatever. Okay. So why did you start going into debt?
Well, I had to put
Hold on.
I
That
had
doesn't make
to,
sense.
as part of my contribution to the house, I had to put my cards on my siblings' Xboxes.
What the What is this? What is this household? Why'd you not move out? I know it's so much easier said than done, but what the
I know it's really bad. At the time I was still it's bad when like your 16-year-old friends who are never over because you never want them over, are like, "Hey, something's wrong. Like you should probably move out." And there was an attempt to move out when I was 18, and then I got talked out of it. And the reasoning
by the fam?
Yes, the reasoning
Okay.
being
Continuing that emotional.
right, like, hey,
Control.
if people are trying to isolate you from your family, like that's not a good sign. That means they're trying to control you. And I'm 18, and I don't know that we're just weaponizing like therapy doc. And anyway, so I have to put my cards down, and then I got my driver's license, and that was fun. My grandpa showed me how to drive. He had a Subaru, and that he never used anymore. And so my mom said,
Let me
"Hey,
tell it.
I can negotiate a deal for you. I'll get you a good deal on the car through your grandpa. And in exchange, your dad needs to be able to use the car to take himself to doctor's appointments and whatever." And so I didn't know. I paid it, right? I had saved up my stimulus checks. It was $3,500, and I cashed it, and that's fine. And then I had also won money prior to that, and all of that went to it. I didn't
All right.
even have it for an hour, but.
Okay. Yeah.
So anyway, so this car, I didn't realize that what it would mean is I would be paying for everything. Like my
Well, you
dad
bought the
was the
car.
only one using it though. So when we put it, I didn't know what a lien was. So when we got the transfer to title, my mom put a lien on the car, which will bite her later. But so anyway, I didn't realize that basically it meant my dad could take off whenever and do whatever he wanted. And then I would be responsible for the oil changes, the brakes. I had to do the 100,000 mile.
Okay, when'd you find out that he was just taking advantage of the situation pretty quickly, right?
Yeah.
So that's when we look for an apartment or we move in with a friend. I'm not sure. Do not get me wrong. I'm not going to even come close to shaming you for not moving out and getting out of a bad situation. But more so, I'm just trying to understand, like, why do you think? Was it the continued talking out?
Well, no. So basically, at that point, I figured out, oh my God, something's wrong in this house.
Yeah.
And everybody seems to think it's me. And
For what it's worth, we're only hearing your side of the story. But
right. But yeah. And there's only so much time. So so part of the problem was I had just spent my entire savings on this car.
Yeah.
And we are still 2020. So I have not gone back to work full time yet because at the time I was working for a school. I was a teaching aide.
Okay.
And I was only working part time. I was not making enough money to move out. I needed to wait until we went back in person so then I would have full time wages.
Where are we heading? What is this?
Okay.
So why does this debt exist?
This debt exists because I moved out with debt and then I couldn't afford my bills.
Yep, moving out.
So I had to take out more debt. And then I got into a car accident. And
You got into a car accident.
yes.
Oh,
Right. So I got into a car accident. My grandpa helped me and helped purchase the new car because he didn't. So we got the money. Obviously, the check was in my mom's name. 'Cause she had
we're
the
headed down another rabbit hole. I want to stay focused.
Yeah. So anyway, so he helped me. So I owed him $5,000
Okay.
on top of the debt I already had at that time already. And I had already lost the job because the condition was I couldn't do delivery. And I had switched positions.
The condition with Grandpa Papa?
Yeah. In order
Him? What? Why? Because of the car crash?
yes.
Okay.
Because my dad got into an accident driving Uber.
Not unreasonable. Not
Tradition.
unreasonable. Well,
Yeah.
yeah, but your dad sounds like a dumb.
Yeah. So that was part of the condition. So I had to find a new job. So I found a new job. And my mom basically decided that she needed to be involved in every aspect and said, like,
Tell her to off.
I wish I could. That's what we're working on in therapy. And so basically she's like, what are you paying your grandfather each month? And like hounded me and was like, you're thoughtless, reckless, selfish, all of these things. And your grandpa thinks so too. And
Oh, gross. This is This is so gross. Okay, I want you here. Quiet for a second. Fuck off! No, one second. I wanna do this thing for you. Fuck off! Clip that audio and just play it for her every time she's being an absolute stupid mother.
I know.
Okay?
I know.
If you can't say it, I'll say it for you.
Yeah.
It's so much easier said than done, and there's no shame on your behalf, not even close, for
don't know
not
why
dealing
it's
with situations. Because when in this, it sounds like a whole cesspool of emotional manipulation, all this stuff. So you're not at fault for that. You're not at fault for not pushing back on that, and I'm glad you're in therapy. That's fantastic. But I need you to stand up for yourself now, immediately. We
Yeah.
haven't even talked about your documents yet, and we'll get there. But off the bat, immediately, I know just from the history, from only your side, but the history, dude, I need you to stand up for yourself. It's
Yeah.
like this.
So
You
you'll
just
be
keep
proud.
on working with
Say
that
it's
with your therapist, but
verified.
stand up for yourself and tell her to f off.
Yeah, so I recently told my dad to f off, so
Good.
you'll be proud. He wanted me to delay graduation. I'm supposed to graduate in May 24th.
Absolutely f off.
Yeah, and so I could loan him money. Yeah, so.
Sorry, I don't want to. I mean, you love him. He's your dad, right? Maybe. I don't even know.
No, he doesn't have anything saved for retirement. I know he's gonna die on a
He's
Walmart
just
floor.
gross.
and I'm
gross.
happy
He
to let
grosses
him.
me out. I feel disgusted because of this man.
Yeah. So
Leeching
anyway.
off your kids. You should be ashamed of yourself. That's disgusting.
Yeah. So anyway, then she basically implied that like my grandpa felt I was ungrateful, and I already felt so guilty for getting in the car crash anyway. And so I ended up I didn't realize it at the time, but I wasn't making enough to live anyway, again with this new job. But she's
Wait,
like,
what are we talking about?
with the car, to pay back the car. I had gotten the new job. I didn't realize at the time that I wasn't going to make enough to live.
Okay, so essentially you've just never made enough money. Oh.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yes, it sounds like there's been a lot of things have been at play in getting, around by other people. But I will say, again, we're only hearing your side, and Do you take personal responsibility for anything?
I certainly think that not all of the purchases that were made were necessarily necessary.
There you go. Because trust me, this $1,940 is.
No.
What are you laughing? I wouldn't be laughing.
I'm not. This is cringy. I don't know what else to do.
Because we're Uber eating and Jollibee Union and Starbucks and Taco Bell and Appleville and Weston.
That's work.
You're paying work? I think work pays you, no?
Yeah.
You're shopping there?
Well,
for a little snack?
Well, so usually meals are provided. The problem is I can't eat pork. And so when it was pork downstairs, we get a discount, but I had to.
And you don't know in advance? This is for credit card people only. If you're not a credit card person, close your ears. People always ask me what credit cards do I use personally, or what credit cards should they use in specific instances. I've partnered with card ratings to create annual cards for people below.
Not really.
Well, okay.
All right. Wanna be trans victim? What the fuck?
This is embarrassing.
I think I still owe $1,600 for the
Who?
another ex-friend.
Oh, you're disgusting.
I still owe $400 for a transmission I bought like 4 years ago.
Who?
Kind of former friend. $300 to someone else for another car part.
Ex-friend again?
Former.
Why aren't you paying your f***ing friends?
Hi, my name's Casey. I'm 26 years old. I live in Austin, Texas, and this is Financial Audit.
The life of a fucking twink, let me tell you. I swore you were like 13-year-old. Why would I have a 13-year-old on this show? All right.
Yeah.
26, kill me now. I'm just a couple years older and I look like I'm dying. What do you do for a living in 26 in this good city of Austin?
I am a robotics technician, so I babysit robots.
That sounds like money.
It's not bad.
What are you making?
Pulling about $4,000 a month.
What do you mean you pull in? Does that hit your account or is that what it
hits
is
my
before?
account.
Okay, not bad. So, I mean, net across the year, we're looking 48. How do you feel? So, I'm guessing you're around 65,000. So, how you doing? How you doing, buds? How you doing here in this Austin, Texas with your $4,000 a month?
I mean, I pay my bills.
Do you?
Yeah.
It's an interesting...
I'm also gonna watch videos of like learning too today.
assumption.
Yeah.
Go on, continue, because I feel like that's incorrect, but sure.
I mean, I feel like they're on.
Doing well.
I pay my bills, and I can afford some things.
Yeah, but how you doing? How you doing here in Austin? How are you living on this 4,000?
I think pretty good.
I mean, I do have 2 payday loans. Usually not the definition of good.
I mean,
but again, I think the most.
But I can pay them.
But it's not just about paying them. You know that, right? It's not just about paying them. It's the fact that, okay, usually I don't have finances this quick. I mean, we'll get to know you section here in a bit, but I just need to call it out for the sake of the audience. The cost of the interest on your iPhone is $200 more than the price of the iPhone. The amount of money that you're spending on interest alone. Interest alone. Interest alone. I don't like to go this hard out of the gate, but come on. That was stupid. And I need to really make sure you know that's stupid. Because if you don't, we're starting from a pretty scary place, and we have a long way to go at that point.
I didn't have the money at the time for it, and I needed a phone.
Did you need an iPhone?
Well...
Blue bubbles. They're nice. Are they worth $800 of interest? Oh, sorry. $927 of interest.
Well, everyone I work with has an iPhone, so
that's
it makes
great.
it easy.
I don't give a So, go on. Come on. Why couldn't you get a cheaper phone?
I mean, I have only had iPhones my entire life, so I didn't want to switch.
You needed a phone, though.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing you lost the phone.
I
broke a phone.
Dropped in a bathtub, yeah.
Okay, and you couldn't go temporarily on a cheap phone? Now, why'd you not have money? You said you're doing well. You said you're paying your bills. Doing well would suggest you'd have a fully funded emergency fund. Was your fully funded emergency fund that would have paid for an iPhone? That would have paid for 10 iPhones. That would have paid for maybe 12 iPhones. So, what are you really doing well? I don't really know about that. I want to get to know you more before I jump into all this. I'm sorry. But that's crazy. That was a crazy thing to hit me with out of the gate. Think you're doing well and a payday loan's okay because I can pay them? Working robotics, $4,000 coming in. What's going on here? What do we have in your lovely life?
Well, I spend half my time working and half my time off because I work weeks at a time. So.
Really?
Yeah.
What are you doing on the weeks off?
I don't know, ride my bike.
How many hours a day are you working on your weeks on?
12 and a half.
Okay, yeah, those are extensive days. Okay. Dang, no gig work we could pick up on those off times, right? Because if you can't afford a new phone when a phone breaks, like you're in a pretty dire strait. Because I think like the average American has like 1,000 hours in savings, and that's horrible. But you can get an iPhone with 1,000 hours in savings.
I didn't have a car until like recently.
Okay, there's public transportation in Austin. It's the best in the world, not even close, but you can get around. It's inconvenient. What?
I mean,
what
well,
is this?
I had a motorcycle, a couple motorcycles, but I can't do DoorDash on those or anything. So.
Oh, for gig work. Gig
Gig
work. you were
work,
talking that. Okay, I was
yeah.
thinking. I mean, you look like a little nerd. I thought we would be having maybe some online gig work.
No man going on. I guess I didn't really think about that. I was like, okay, well, I make good money from my job, so I don't need to do anything else. I can just.
But you are taking out payday loans. Are we not on the same page there? That is. Do you not understand? $759 phone, but the interest on it was $927. You pay a total of $1,682 on a $754 phone. Are we not comprehending? If you're not making enough to be able to do that, why are you... $4,000, I know you can live off of that in Austin. Let's be honest. I know for a fact you could live off of that, and you could get a phone if you needed to. So where's your money going? Where do you think you are failing? Did you spend all your money on a 2009 haircut? Like, what's happening?
I have a lot of bills. I
What?
pay.
Like, what bills? Yeah, I mean, rent's a bill, but...
Well, both of my motorcycles are financed.
Why do we need both when we have a car now? Why do we need two motorcycles?
Well, the first one
Wait, what if you had a music?
I bought didn't have a car, and I was like,
Okay, there you go.
I was like,
sure.
okay, transportation, cheap, you know.
Wait, you have a car now?
I do.
So you can do those, like, door running things if you need to.
Yeah, I
Okay,
could.
but why do you need two motorcycles now? You might be open to huge financial risk. You don't even know about it. This year alone, we've seen some insane data breaches. Dell exposed 3.9 million customer records. And Ticketmaster, over 2.9 billion records. Well, why didn't you get rid of the first one when you got the second one?
let's see.
You're in both motorcycles at the same time?
Well,
Come on, why?
they're pretty. One's different
for
purposes.
sake, come on. You're a gear guy. You're a gearhead.
You're very much.
Or
Yeah,
at least motorcycles?
both.
Great. What about
Okay.
I don't think it's, I
And
mean,
then-
if I looked at retirement, I mean, I never get to retirement first. Well, it was a little, okay. $5,000 in fidelity, that's not horrible. But you are behind for your age. Listen, you make about $65,000 a year is what I'm guessing.
merged
You should have $65,000 in your retirement by 30. You have 4 years to get there. How are you going to get there being at $5,000? Not by having two motorcycles and interest paying on those motorcycles and taking out payday loans for iPhones. Also taking out a car loan without getting rid of the motorcycle before, without getting rid of the motorcycle before that.
I guess I could just work more.
Sure, you have
Yeah.
some time off. But that's not it. What about your behavior that got you there in the first place? Do you need the motorcycles? You made the choices
No.
to do that. That's the issue that I am trying to pull here. Sorry, I feel like this has been out of the gate a little, more intense. I know that the conversations get intense, but I like to rev up to it. But you really hit me with that. Payday loan's okay because I can pay on it, and I need you to know that that is not how it works.
Yeah. You're right.
Where's your money going? You say bills. So what? Because you have 3 vehicles? What else? Where do you think your money's going?
Probably food.
What kind? What do you mean food? What food?
Well,
What are you
since
doing? Oh, good. $726 and going out to eat? Gosh, and your metabolism's incredibly dick.
Yeah. Well, since I work so many hours on my on weeks, I just order food all the time because it's
On
easier.
your on weeks.
On my on weeks.
But even just dinner, ordering food wouldn't add up to that. But we're also getting almost $500 in groceries. I could get you on a $300 grocery plan with meal prepping. So you're spending more on groceries than you need to.
A good portion of the grocery bill isn't groceries.
What? What is it? What is it possibly?
Cigarettes and alcohol.
At the grocery store?
Delete
Yeah, it should
So
be.
it's not liquor
It's cheaper.
then.
Yeah.
What? Wine and beer?
Yeah.
How much of that almost $500 is going to cigarettes and alcohol? You're gonna kill. Why do this to yourself so young? I don't get it. It's okay to have a drink. I mean, the cigarettes, this is objectively horrible for you. I don't think
And then it
anyone
looks
suggests that by
like-
any means. Like, it's a good diet, good to help you diet. Other than that,
I mean, it
don't know
keeps my
what else.
metabolism up, I guess. But
Well, it's
yeah.
probably because you're not eating, but you don't smell. I'll be honest. And most people that smoke on the show, I can tell immediately.
I'm gonna
'Cause we're
be
quite intimate.
100% honest.
I like honesty, please.
I haven't smoked in 6 days.
Okay. Yeah. So why?
I'm trying to quit.
Trying to quit. How long were you smoking?
About a decade.
For fuck's sake, you
wait,
started
but
smoking
hold
at
on.
16?
Yeah.
Cigarettes. Not even
Okay, I
vapes, like a
see.
cool guy. First of all, payroll was less than $4,000. Barely, but you were close.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, it does vary sometimes.
How much did you spend? Guys, 3,858 came in. How much did you spend?
I feel like I was probably right at that. I mean, probably a little like.
You
30.
nervous? You seem nervous. You
A little
nervous?
bit. I'm a little nervous.
That's okay.
Um.
People forget that it's just random ass people.
Yes.
Usually, did you watch the show?
Yes.
So usually it's from the audience, but people forget that. Thank you for coming on the show. If you want to come on the show and you want to be nervous, go to calebhammer.com/casting, I think. No, /apply. We'll have you on the show. And we'll help you not be anxious, and then I'll yell at you and you'll be anxious again.
Yeah.
Well, how much do you think you spent?
What? Like 38, maybe?
Okay, you spent $3,945. So you spent $100 more than you brought
we're
in.
gonna test one more
Which,
thing now.
honestly, the crazy thing is, compared to a lot of people on the show, it's actually technically not even close to the worst. But it is still bad, especially when we're behind. What?
I'm.
Especially
Coplaugh,
when
I
we're
think.
behind on retirement. We don't have savings to our name, and we're taking out payday loans. Payday loans, but spending $100 more than we make on month. When did you get this? When did you get this phone?
Almost a year ago.
What is it?
iPhone 14.
Taking out a payday loan, or you didn't even get the newest? You didn't even get the little action button?
No, I didn't. No fancy camera.
I'm
Just,
taking out a payday loan, I'm getting a fucking action button. Okay.
I should have brought that up. Yeah.
Self-assessed. Where do you think you are today?
I guess
0 to
the
10.
auto
0
increment
being
doesn't
the
matter.
absolute worst finances that
just
your
double
twink brain can
check.
think of. 10 being the absolute best.
I actually took the test.
The score that you can get for free. Link in the description below.
Yes. I got a big fat 0.
Okay, I'm not surprised. Mini cup.
Be more crazy.
Dude, let's start adding these up because honestly, this is a decently dense stack of paperwork. Seem nervous. You kind of got like some like energy.
The things
Relax.
that I want to
You're good. You
be
can pull the
wary
mic to you.
about
I don't want
Yeah.
you to be freaking out. This is just life or death for your entire financial future. Bro, where is it at today then? Because it couldn't be a year ago. It's a rental period of 12 months. But payments are 27. Looks like so kind of doubling up. So I'm confused. Like, where's the status of this today?
I think I have a month or two left of it.
You have a month or two left of this loan.
Yeah.
What is your monthly payment and how much is left on it? Month or two, but they're bi-weekly payments,
It
right?
takes 68 out of 68 out of each check.
For each check, it hits it before the check?
It
Before
takes
the check
on the
hits?
check. Yeah.
Before the check hits, it takes
No,
it?
the day after the check hits, it takes.
But it hits your account. It's not taken from your check, is it?
Oh yeah, my account.
It's not attached to your f***ing payroll.
No.
Okay,
no.
67 what?
67 every 2 weeks, basically.
67 every 2 weeks, and we have a. You're confident in the couple months?
Okay, hold on.
I think payoff is December 6th.
Do you know what a couple months is? $134. Balance unknown. I can't.
Yeah, there's a few things I need to do. So like the purpose of what I'm doing is trying to see the efficiency that I can do it and the how I can speed it up. Because there's certain things that I'm probably doing is like opening up the artist page. I could probably have a link in this table that can open up the artist pages. So that way it would easily be able to speed up the process of what I'm trying to do, you know? Same thing like with the wiki page. Like if I have the wiki pages, let me double check, of the artist, their wiki pages. If I have them, I should list it in this one here. And then if I list it here, then I could easily click, wiki page of the wiki page and their artist site page. So that way I can easily go to it on my site as well as their wiki page just to double check, Okay, so let me do this. Yeah. So if I do this, then I could speed up this process and just open up several at a time. And you know what I'm gonna need to do is I'm gonna need to start storing Genius pages. I could easily store Genius pages. Because when I give an album, we have a song here. I want to create get a link to, I think, the album here, as well as, the album link here, as well as the artist link. So I need to, in my database for artist info, once this finishes, artists, I'm gonna need more links. So I'm thinking wiki page, we're probably gonna need to do like an artist mapping, artist data mapping. Because let me do that. Yeah, let me create a new table called artist data mapping. Data mapping. And in here, I mostly really just want to put like wiki page, wiki page, how do I do this? Because I want to do it so wiki page, what else? Wiki page, Spotify page ID. But we do Spotify ID. So if we just have wiki page here, and then I add to it two things after wiki page and we'll do no, we only need one. Hold on. Do Genius page. And then we'll do Genius page. And then I need to do an automate section for Genius page, so that way I open up one song from that artist, and gets the Genius pages. Because if I have the Genius links, so let me do this inside it. Oh, let me see. Did it add the? Yeah, so, it did open both of them. And then, for the site stats, I need to add site stats for all the sites. Because the music randomizer control panel should have everything connected. And I need to back up. With the backup, I need to also back up other things. And then with the, I need to do the Spotify mapping again, but I'm trying to collect other data outside of the mapping. There is something that I did see in my VPS panel. Oh, I don't know what the login is that I did have data that I need to oh, let me check this. I never got any email, so maybe I don't think yeah, this one grace period I don't care about. Oh, but this VPS, why is VPS so expensive now? Control panel VPS. That's why. But you can't change the VPS to, I don't know. Let me check something though. Musicstats.com. Oh my god. Site looks like it's created by AI. Wait. There's no way. Let me check something real quick. Fuck. Let me see. Business cards. Yeah, okay, so where's my VPS? I do need to upgrade my VPS, but I need to... something in my VPS. I think a majority of my VPS is being taken by, like, not the bandwidth. Where's the other? Yeah, disk usage. I have my disk usage at 72%, and how do I? Let me see if there's a way to lower disk usage.
Can I have any information?
I can pull it up. But
I'll
yeah, no.
probably have you do that later. Then.
Yeah,
Okay.
I don't think there's much left on it.
It better not be the tax, the lease to own cost. This is crazy. Again, $754 to purchase, but it costs you $1,820. Why would you accept that in your life? Do you even know the implications of the interest that is on here? Do you even know how much you spent? You could have got 2 brand new iPhones throughout this situation.
Yeah.
Do you understand that?
I'm starting to.
What do you mean you're starting to, guy? You had the numbers in front of you.
I just looked at the payment. I was like, I can afford the payment. I need a phone.
That
And-
is so classic American.
Yeah.
You see the payment, you think you can afford it, but the fact is you spend more than $100 more than you bring in on a monthly basis anyway. So can you even really? You keep stacking. This is what Americans do. They stack, they stack, they stack, they stack. They think they can afford it forever, but you can't.
Hold on.
I thought I could at the time, I guess. Now seeing that.
You've made it. Have you missed a payment?
No.
Have you been late on a payment?
No.
On one of these, at least?
Not on one of those. No.
Okay. It's horrendous. 0 out of 10. Are we surprised? No. Because I know going through here, as I have already done, there is another one somewhere in here. Oh, it's the next one. Oh, look at that.
How convenient.
Generous. It is an 18% loan. Listen. Okay. The purchase. Okay. Let me see. What was the total payment? Hold on. What the f is this?
That might be one of my bikes.
This is a bike? An 18% bike?
Both of them.
In motorcycle?
Yeah.
They're both 18%. Why? What is it? Do you have a picture? Is it here? Is it here?
I have pictures.
You didn't even drive it here in the same damn town on a nice day, 71 degrees and sunny?
It was colder.
Okay. What is it?
A Yamaha R7.
Okay, I asked that like I knew what that would meant. I don't know. It was only a year ago, not even a full year. Good.
Wait,
God.
that one might.
No,
You're,
this is a Kawasaki.
no, they are. Okay, that's
A
Kawasaki.
Ninja 400.
Yeah.
God, I don't know what that is. Whatever.
Smaller sport bike.
So let me
Not
get,
very-
let me, it's $5,491. Is that how much it costs?
Yeah, that was sticker price on it.
That was the sticker price, but it's going to cost you $12,448.
I didn't even look
You're
at that.
okay with this? How do you
Yeah.
not? It's literally, you pulled the statement for us. You gave it to us. How do you not know how to look at a number on a piece of paper? I failed to ever understand this.
I guess I thought I would make the payments, like extra
The payment thing
payments.
again. Oh,
Yeah.
and did you?
First few months, yes.
Oh, you got a little excited that you can do it, and that's what worries me from this conversation. Okay, you get a little fire under your butt. That's great. Wonderful. Glad you did. And then you f it up. And then you don't. That's
Yeah.
not funny. It's
Yeah.
not cute.
I didn't know how APR worked until yesterday. That it like,
What did you think it was?
I thought it just was like, okay, I pay it off
backups
and
is
I'll pay
taking
18%
2 gigabytes.
more total, not yearly.
You didn't know what the A in APR meant?
I didn't know what it stood for. I thought it was just like some acronym for interest. So I was like, okay, it's like 54. Oh yeah, 18%. I'll pay like $1,000 more. What? Or something like that.
How long is this term?
60 months.
For fuck's sake. That is a third vehicle of yours. Is this the first one you got? The second one?
That was the first one.
For fuck's sake. So why? Listen, can you get? What is the value of it today? What's it worth today? If you sold it right now, what is it worth?
Higher mileage, probably three or four grand.
Oh, it could be cashes.
But what is the current? Oh, that's sales price. Oh, good. What is the balance now?
Balance now is 56.40, I think.
With a minimum monthly payment.
167 rounded up. It's like once you see-
165.81.
So that was the one I bought. Like I didn't have a car. I was like homeless, living with a friend.
Why would a homeless person be getting a motorcycle? You can't sleep in a motorcycle.
Right, but it was. I was like, okay, well, it's gonna be cheaper on gas and like cheaper payment than a car.
Yeah, but you didn't have a fucking home. Roof comes over our head before a rocket pocket.
I
Pocket
well,
rocket.
I had a place to stay. I was staying with someone.
You just said you were homeless.
I was for a little bit, and then
Okay,
I was
did
staying with
remove-
someone.
What is staying with someone? Were you a roommate or were you couch scratching?
Couch crashing.
Okay, so you didn't have a place to live. You had a roof over your head for safety temporarily, but that's unsustainable for a long time. Tell me about it. When was this?
Last June
This was
2023.
just last
No,
June?
2023.
Why were you in this situation of homelessness?
My dad came back into my life that December, crashing on my couch.
He crashed on your couch.
Oh yeah.
Why is dad crashing on your couch?
Oh, because he has a cycle of like
Okay.
dipping on tenants or like dipping on his he'll rent something out, not pay it, and then leave in the middle of the
Do
night.
I not have an eviction charge in here?
Yeah.
Of yours.
That was a conscious decision.
Yeah, this seems genetic. Go on.
He moved in with me from California, me and my roommates, and then he managed to get a job within like a few weeks, making over 6 figures.
Good for him. Okay.
Yeah, and then was like, hey,
Sorry that you being homeless somehow, but okay.
we should all rent a house together.
Your
That's
dad.
$3,000 a month.
Why is that? Is that not weird?
Yeah. Well,
Like at least in
there's,
American culture. it
there's
feels
more.
weird.
There's more to that story that makes it even more weird because he was sleeping with one of my roommates.
No.
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
your parents are not together. I take it.
Oh no, long since.
I mean, I think we all could have picked that up.
Yeah.
Guys, just a reminder that our Black Friday. So just ask, as an addition, we can advantage of, or go to.
Well, it was a few weeks, but after that, it was very, very hostile between them for reasons I don't fully know.
Broke up?
I guess so. Or I
How
think,
old?
I think he wanted a relationship and.
How old's
she
your dad? How old was your roommate?
45, 22, respectively.
How did it even start? Do you know?
So my roommates were brother and sister, and I. Hit
Which
her-
one did he have sex with? The brother or sister?
The sister. The sister.
Okay.
And I learned about it.
Let me do site backup real quick and then delete this because. Well, I need to actually update the site backup script. Because I need to include backup data. I need to include the other tables. Where's my database? AI table, reviews, games. Why are they all open? Music brackets. Validation. Don't think I need to do 1, 2, and 3 anymore, but that's fine. Tier list. Well, if I've already backed up the 2023, 2024, 2025 tables, I don't need to keep backing those up for like the stats, to be honest, because backing those up every time is kind of pointless, you know? And then I need to do this. And then let me check this on the GitHub. And then maybe let me just see. Last time I did this was 2 weeks ago. But let me see. If I back it up, then what I can do is how do I don't know what to do actually. 'Cause I assume a lot of the VPS comes from that. Yeah, it is already. Although it's gonna be done a bit faster, but yeah, it pushed it. Um, but yeah, pushed it. But let me
I bet the brother wasn't very happy.
No, he was
And
not.
he tried to get you all to get in a house and a lease together?
I found out this information later.
You were already in the lease altogether?
Oh yeah.
You guys
This is
accepted
months
to
later.
get a lease with him?
Yes.
Is it not weird to get a lease with him? With your friends as well?
At the time, it was like, okay, we're gonna get this nice house, and Kyle, it's brand new, it's huge, and he was like, I'll pay $2,000 of the
the
rent, and you can
profile
split the other
picture.
$1,000 between the three of y'all, because we don't make any money. We were working at pizza places.
I'll be
You know?
honest, I honestly don't give a consenting adults do as long as they're in good mind and good health. But it is weird and inappropriate from a dad to have sex with a friend of their child. That part is bad.
Yeah, that was
And a relative of their roommate as well, direct sibling. Or is the eviction or whatever the I have in here that's thousands of dollars, is that place?
no.
Then we'll save that for when that happens. Okay, so what does this have to do with what? I forgot how we got on this.
We moved with him, he lost a job, all that stuff. We're trying to make up the $3,000 rent. Eventually, you know, a few months later, evicted. And I didn't have a car because I liked
Did you guys
buying-
kick him out or was he evicted with y'all?
evicted with us.
You guys were all
And
living together even though you knew the diddle.
I think it's the site.
No,
backups
I didn't know
that's
this until
causing this.
almost
Oh.
about like months later, like months later. Like by the time we got evicted, I found this out way later. And at the time, I didn't have a car. I didn't have any money at all. So
Oh, this was the homeless.
I was
That's how we
yes,
got there.
yes. I was borrowing a Jeep, like a little two-door Jeep from a family friend,
Oh, sure.
and was living in that for a few weeks, almost a month, until that family friend that was borrowing it to me or loaning it to me found out, and they were like, "No, you're staying with me."
How'd you get into robotics? How are you, you're making good money now? This is only a year and a half later. What did you do?
Yeah, I was an experienced mechanic before.
Really?
Yeah, I worked on semi-trucks.
Why the are you making
robot-
no money in that moment then? That seems more like a personal choice.
Oh, it
'Cause That
was.
was a booming job market.
It
let me tell
was.
ya.
I couldn't pass a drug test, and I didn't want to.
What the were you doing? Because I already know you drink and smoke. Good, congratulations on not smoking for 6 days. It's actually very good. Good job. It shows discipline. I like that. It shows change. I like that. It gives me more hope than usual. Good. I like. What were you doing?
Mostly, some other stuff.
What?
Xan-
Coco, what are you doing with your? Why are you doing? Look at those nostrils. They're huge. You could let so much in. You convert the energy from the powder to making money. That's what they do on Wall Street.
I did do that for a while. I was doing that when I was working on semi-trucks and stuff because I was working for small companies.
Well, obviously, I don't actually support that. That's
Well, yeah, I don't do that stuff anymore. So
good.
I got the kind of like slap in the face with the homelessness thing, and so I got what I referred to as legally sober, which meant
Okay,
just
I gotta
drinking
wait
and
for this.
smoking. And I was, with my experience, able to just get a decent paying job fairly easily.
Well, I'm always happy to offer you a certification in something through Course Careers. I don't think you need it right now. Maybe if your dad ever becomes not a piece of shit and he needs something, I can gift it for free to someone you know. Okay?
Yeah.
Forest careers is great to add to the resume, try to make more money, but I think you're good in this current situation. But in the future, just let me know.
I think it would help a lot.
For you?
I would like to get out of it. I would love. Yeah, I'd love to get out of
get
the.
out.
I want to get out of the technician side of it and more into the IT side of it.
Ooh, there is an IT one with them.
Yeah.
IT certification.
Yeah.
And then with the experience you have, that could actually be pretty darn good. AT&T. Wait, is this?
Oh, that's yeah.
No, this has to be collections.
It is a collections. Yes.
Collection.
For AT&T?
I was financing a phone to them, and the phone kept breaking. And every time
Well, good thing we didn't learn from that.
every time I broke, they wanted me to charge me $300 for a new one.
Did you get the insurance on it?
I did, and they still charged me money. It was weird.
What was the insurance like? Did
I think
you
it
get,
was
like the low plan.
It was probably a low plan, yeah, like bare minimum.
So
yeah, I ended up.
payments started a week ago. Did you do it?
I paid the first payment. Yes.
Okay, so you're on a payment plan.
Yes.
So AT&T collections, we owe 1,000, probably about 100 now. I'm gonna say 1,100 minimum monthly payment of 265.03. Why'd you decide to get on a payment plan?
So it didn't hit my credit with the collections.
Oh, is it internal?
It's internal. Yes.
Oh,
Yeah. So
very interesting.
if I started paying it now, they would contact me. And
Thank you should. This is actually relatively responsible. Thank goodness. Good job. A lot of people just let it go to collections. Why wouldn't you just let it go to collections?
I have my moments.
I just want to assess kind of where you're at mentally in terms of your finances. Why would you not let it go to collections?
I have some collections, and I used to be able to have
collections.
I have a couple still. Some have paid off, some have dropped off.
So why not let this go to collections?
As I'm trying to keep it from getting worse and pay those collections.
Good.
My credit is finally not totally in the crap.
What number?
623. It used to be 404 2 years ago.
I don't know what it
621.
does,
I've been corrected.
My bad.
Okay. Credit Karma money? The is a Credit Karma money?
Yeah, so what it does is it's like a line of credit savings thing, and so what it does is
Credit savings?
I can't touch it. Every check it puts $40 in there,
like my database.
and then once it hits $500, it deposits it back in my account.
Yeah, but the annual
database
percentage yield earned
and
is
I do plan to
0.00%.
It just earns credit, or like, it gives me good
is
payment.
it?
Yeah.
It's like a credit builder. I'd rather use
like-
the Fizz card so you can actually spend money, but it's no more than in your checking account. It starts building those habits so you can become a credit card person again.
Yeah.
So that's what I would rather you be.
Yeah, because this one I got because it was automatic. It was like I could not touch it.
I mean, I have so $80 contributions, $80 withdrawals. So you said you couldn't withdraw? Did I misunderstand this?
One of those accounts is the spend account. So I have a card, like it deposits
Balance of $2 on a spend account? Isn't that nervous?
because I don't touch that account. It deposits the $40 for each thing from my check direct deposit every time I get paid, and then the day after that, it deposits that $40 into the credit builder thing. I don't touch that account.
You have so much debt for a 26-year-old. Wait, well,
I mean, it could be worse.
It could always be worse. What do you? Of course. What that does not justify. That does not justify having it. It's not about it being worse, or the ability to be worse.
It's better than it used to be.
What did it used to be then? Possibly because again, I've seen another 18% loan here. You're taking out. We're about to be on the fourth loan of you, barely through your 20s. What?
The good thing is I no longer can have credit cards, so.
So it's not even you changing behavior. It's literally the fact that you do not have access to the ability to borrow unlimited money cards.
It helps out.
Yes, it's a forced mechanism, but what about your fucking behavior and maturity? How about that? It could be worse. It could be worse, but only by the fucking limitations of the system is why it's not worse. So why would we be proud about it could be worse? Because it couldn't be worse from your own actions. It couldn't. You're not allowed to be. Because you can't qualify for anything. Probably your debt to income ratio is probably considered. How long have you had this job currently?
About a year.
Okay, so I don't know if they fully
assume a lot of
calculated
it has to do with
your
my
debt to income
database,
ratio
and I
if you
need to
file
move my
taxes. I don't
database
even
to
know.
something cheaper.
No. I haven't filed taxes since 2020.
Did you even know this? Oh, they did know. They just didn't let me know. Why the possible? Why? Why? Just why? It's just, I feel like you're collecting the just like stupid infinity stones of dumb.
So 2020 I filed and I got a return. 2021 I was gonna have to pay money and I didn't have the money, and so I was
How much?
like $300.
Let's refresh this.
Go on.
The next year comes around and it was a little more. It was
How
like
much?
400 or 500.
I know sometime this year I'm gonna need to change
$750 so far. What the are you talking about? Go on.
This year, I actually would have.
You've made money this year.
I would have gotten a return, or not
this year.
Not this year. 2023. Sorry, not this year. This year.
Oh, good death. Okay. Yep.
2023. I would have gotten a return, a small one. But they ask for a PIN from your last year's taxes so you can file this year's now, and I didn't have that PIN, so I couldn't file it. So I have to do like by mail and figure that out.
With penalties and everything, you probably only owe $1,000. Why not just get this taken care of before they come after your fucking wages and garnish you, hit you with penalties and interest? Why do this to yourself? Why put yourself in such a risky position at such a young age for no reason? I really don't understand.
I think I've just been pushing it out of my mind because I just stressed me out. So I was like, okay, let's just not think about this.
Every time people say that, though, it's just like, I guess we just live our lives in a different way, my dude. It's just like putting off because I don't have to think about it. But it just becomes worse. And then you are forced to think about it. And then it's worse than it ever was if you just thought about it before. Why do that delay? Why not rip the Band-Aid off instead of letting it become infected? I'm so confused why you would do this.
Yeah, I think it's a just like, okay, well, I don't have to deal with that. Future Casey can deal with that. So that's Future Casey's problem. But then it got to the point, it's like, okay, well, now Future Casey's having to deal with it. So.
For all my students, remote workers, anyone out there stuck at a desk all day, I feel your pain. Running this channel means I spend a lot of my time at the desk. At one point, my posture was tanking faster than a bad stock pick. Something needed to change, and that's where today's sponsor, Uplift, comes in. With Uplift, I realized that sitting all day wasn't just bad for my posture, it was wrecking my focus and energy too. And trust me, that adds up in more ways than one. Simply switching between sitting and standing has completely changed the game for me. Standing while I work keeps me sharp and way more productive. It's like a shot of espresso for my workflow without the crash though. And let's be real, staying productive isn't just good for your to-do list, it's good for your wallet because time is money after all. On top of that, this desk is rock solid and totally customizable. I went with the walnut laminate finish to fit my setup, added the advanced panel keypad for quick adjustments, and the wireless foot switch so I can switch heights without even thinking about it. The magnetic cable channel keeps my space neater than my portfolio, and I even got a bamboo drawer for some extra storage. Uplift really lets you make the desk your own so you can work and be your best. And also, being proactive about your health, that's just smart finances. Avoid the costly chiropractor visit and physical therapy bills before they start. Trust me when I say not only are they intertwined, but being proactive about your health is just as important as your money. Uplift is amazing. I've been using them for years. I have one at my home, I have one at my office here, and I've gotten one for my number 2 here at the company as well. I've been using them for years and I'm super excited to have them as a sponsor. Check them out. Head to upliftdesk.com/Caleb and check out their holiday gift guide and use my code Caleb to make the most of Uplift's holiday sales. Get free same-day shipping, free returns, and an industry-leading 15-year warranty that covers your entire desk and the extra discount off your entire order. That's upliftdesk.com/CALEB for a special offer, and it's only available at our link. Work better, live healthier with Uplift Desk. Trust me when I say, after you make the switch, you will not go back.
Now I'm it is.
What about this next year's taxes? You're probably gonna owe. Well, I don't know. I mean, it sounds like you don't really have your deductions all correct.
I put a voluntary deduction in there.
What?
$40 every check.
Extra, or
$40 extra. Oh, it's W2, so there's.
You can set up how much is essentially being set aside. What does yours look like? What have you done?
That's the only thing I've done is the
only $40
voluntary.
Hold on, but you didn't set yourself up in any.
Oh,
are you Hold on.
Well, a ton of taxes come out of my check. I am
More than 40.
Oh yeah, way more than 40.
Well, hold on. Yeah, but possibly like Social Security and stuff like that.
Social Security's taken out. Yeah.
Yeah. What about income tax?
Income tax is year to date. When I looked at my last check, I paid like $6 or $7 grand.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
No, my taxes are high.
Oh. Yeah. Okay. You might not owe, but pay this $1,000, dude, that you're probably gonna owe. Just why not at this point? Can you give me a why not at this point?
It seems like it's just been an overwhelming process.
It's $1,000, which is not insignificant, but for you, you could do it. That's almost how much you spent going out to eat in a month.
Right. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
I just have to figure out how to go about doing that, I guess.
Talk to a
I've-
CPA, anyone, Credit Karma. I don't care.
Okay. Yeah. I've only used TurboTax, so.
All right. Yeah, then just do that.
Well, the TurboTax won't.
Message them. Call them.
Yeah, because I looked
All
it
right,
up.
what the f- is this? What is this installment loan? $1,177 is the balance at a 18% interest rate flat.
That's a personal loan I was using to try and get caught up on my rent of my previous apartment.
Your rent of your previous apartment. When was this? When did you take this out? $140 minimum monthly payment.
July
Of last year or of this year?
this year.
What? Wait, to try to catch up in your last apartment?
Yeah.
When did you get into your current apartment?
I'm in a house, but with
What's your
roommates.
current rate?
My current rent?
Uh-huh.
$540.
Is one of your parents a roommate?
No.
Okay.
No,
good.
no parents are in the state.
As far as you know. Okay.
Okay.
Well,
why did it
um,
add-
Why catch up with your last apartment? What do you mean? Were they hounding you for what? For why?
running late in
Why?
payments.
How much was it?
It was base rate was $13.50
And remind me how long you've been in your current job?
over a year.
You could have paid it. What are you talking about?
Yeah.
You could have sold a cycle.
Yeah, the thought it was like, okay, well, I'm getting behind on this. I'm having to pay like now $1,600 plus a month
Yeah, like
because of the
this,
late
like
fees.
that.
So I was
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
okay,
yeah.
well, if I get a loan,
So now.
the extra $100 is less than an
What the
extra $300.
Like that.
You're trying to
How long
finesse, man. You
Virginia?
can't finesse. You don't know how to finesse. You're not a finesser.
Well, I mean, shit. If I could do
I-
it from.
I definitely tried.
Yes. All I care about is you not doing it
The only issue with the
again.
Genius or the YouTube
Because
is, like,
you
it doesn't get
continue
the
down this
proper
path, and you are gonna be. You're
data,
again.
like,
You are
features
behind
and
on
stuff,
retirement.
right?
Now,
Let me
sometimes
get the-
it takes a bit to catch up in the 20s because you can start late depending on what school looks like. That's okay, but as long as we're hitting 1 times our annual income in retirement, it's kind of that minimum goal we shoot for, and it starts to compound from there. So you're setting yourself up for success. You know, and you could do that in a variety of ways. In your 401k, in a fucking just
I got
brokerage
that
like
on
Moo
TV,
that I
but-
use. You could do it anywhere.
But it's weird because this
You have a
one,
Roth IRA as
like,
well.
Good.
is a
There's
double,
not like anything in it.
It should be like $20 a month.
All I'm saying is you continue down this path, you're never going to be able to
I
retire.
don't know.
I know retirement seems so far off, but it's really important to start compounding
need to
now
add the
because
script-
this
the-
is the
the-
time where you set yourself up. Not in your 40s, not in
the
your 50s.
list,
It's
so-
now. It's your late 20s and your 30s. But you're f***ing around with 18% loans, and you are
Alright,
not getting that
give
kind
me
of return on an
10%
annual basis,
album.
averaged. Okay. Oh, Death is one of these again. Oh, is this? That has to be the other bike.
Yeah, I
Bike
think
2.
so. Bike 2.
Bike numero 2.
I
Yamaha.
don't know. I might get.
Yeah,
like,
that's
I
the
want to get rid of
RX-7.
album art.
That one I
Euro,
bought
'cause
Brandon.
It really doesn't.
Proud of you. How much is
really
owed
not.
on it currently? $7,399.
It's really just
Owed on it
took
currently?
me.
Uh-huh.
9,400.
The f-
But after wiki URL.
What was the
let's add
purchase price?
Genius
It's at 12.
URL.
It's a 18%. What was the purchase price?
Well,
Oh, the purchase price was $7,399. But you're saying it's at 90 what? 100?
95, I think.
Oh, for f- sake!
I did a
what?
really low down payment, but I also
What did you put down? 60 month. Oh, this is the second bike. That's right. So when did you get this?
I got it around the time. Okay, this also
Oh, for f-
it's also a story.
Oh, let's hear it.
Was with my ex at the time, and
Okay.
And then
The relationship
pending
was not going well,
after
and-
wiki
Whose
URL,
dad
we
was
took
the
Genius
ex?
URL.
I don't know, revenge story. I don't know.
not that. And this is in Alabama, so it wasn't mine.
Sister?
No. Actual
You throw Alabama in there. I don't know. Go ahead. Go on. Go.
Okay,
non-related
Go.
ex. Living with her at the time.
I know I lost interest in this.
Harry Styles, strugglers. You ever heard of this guy? Pop star sensation, former member of One Direction. He recently announced that he's going on a tour.
Oh wait, the screen audio is so loud. Hold on.
And one of the stops on his
Oh my gosh, why is that set so loud? I bet it's yelling in your ears.
tour is in the United States. It is a 30-night residency at Madison Square Garden. Now, I don't know if that really counts as touring. They got to come to you, but whatever. People went nuts. Okay, they lost their minds. And the reason they lost their minds was because the price of the tickets is insane.
It was definitely
comments
yelling
on the
on
Instagram
that.
post announcing the tour. That's all you're gonna see is people complaining about the price of the tickets. Well past $1,000 on the high end, and that's not even counting resale that's inevitably happening. That was just for like pre-sale stuff. So like probably the cheapest tickets you're ever gonna get. He hasn't exactly marketed himself as being an artist for the elites. You know what I'm saying? So to have ticket prices be so high that you either have to have a lot of disposable income or go into credit card debt in order to go see the show. Kind of tone deaf. Like here, I'm seeing that a lot of people, there's this Reddit thread.
Yeah, I know it's
saying
trying
that
to
the
add
face
albums,
value, which is
but,
like the base price before all the fees and taxes and whatever. Down in the pit area at Madison Square Garden, they were saying is anywhere from like 300 to 400-ish, whatever, during the pre-sale. But then there's a lot of speculation that there was dynamic pricing going on during the sale. So people who got into the queue to buy tickets early on were seeing lower prices, and then people later on were seeing higher prices because the demand was higher. Well, here's the problem with that. This did not have dynamic pricing. As a matter of fact, we see this post right here that claims that Ticketmaster had initially said they would not be using dynamic pricing for this tour. Instead, what they used was platinum pricing, which is different. What a platinum ticket is just a more expensive ticket. For why? It. Just cuz. Let's see what Ticketmaster's website actually says about platinum tickets. What are official platinum seats? Platinum tickets give fans access to some of the most popular tickets at a price set by the event organizer. Is this the same as surge pricing? No, Ticketmaster does not use any algorithmic surge pricing technology. Interesting. So what happened was the people that got into the queue early to buy tickets bought up all the cheap tickets, and then the only ones that were left were the randomly placed platinum tickets. And they'll tell you, well, they weren't random, they were placed in spots that were going to have high demand. You know, the really good seats were placed in high demand spots. So then all the cheap ones got bought up, and then people later on in the queue were getting tickets right next to cheaper tickets, like literally right next to them, but they were platinum, so they were more expensive. Okay. Harry Styles and his team had to approve the use of platinum tickets. That's how Ticketmaster works. They chose to let some people get cheap tickets and then some people sitting right next to them to have to pay more just cause they want a little bit more money. But it's not just platinum tickets that are more expensive. It's every ticket. Every ticket is more expensive. Why and how could every ticket be more expensive? What does that even mean? Let me explain. But first, in the spirit of music, I need to perform a song for you. They call me One Take Jake because I spit fire and I never start over. Thank you to Helix for sponsoring this video. This one's for you, baby. Helix makes premium mattresses.
I'm gonna change it like
cater
that,
to all of your
actually.
preferences. Me, I got matched with the midnight. Based on my answers to their sleep quiz. You go online and you fill that out. Not much time and it leaves no doubt. Like I sleep on my side for a medium firmness to my mattress. That's why I got matched with the midnight. Then you get 120 nights to make sure it fits you right. And I bet it will. They give you a lifetime warranty too, actually. They've got this mattress thing figured out.
Okay, and then
I look around and everyone I know is sleeping on one too. We've got like 4 in this very house. Not exaggerating. We've got this mattress thing figured out. Yeah. Oh, another thing that Helix is doing now is if you're not necessarily in the market for a brand new mattress, but you want to upgrade an old one that you already have, they offer premium mattress toppers. So you can get one that's a little bit softer, a little bit firmer, maybe a cooling cover. Just extend the life of a mattress. Get one for everyone in your family. Your son, your daughter, your mother, your father, and don't forget to treat yourself too, baby. They've got this mattress thing figured out. And I won't rest till every one of you is sleeping on one too. So use my link for a good discount. We've got this mattress thing figured out. Yeah, so President's Day sale, 27% off, helixsleep.com/Scott Kramer. Thanks for sponsoring Helix. Thanks for using my links when I have them, guys. Appreciate you. Let's get back into the video, huh? Why not? Okay, we're back. So, Ticketmaster hates your guts. Ticketmaster is the ticketing company, the website where these concert tickets were being sold for the Harry Styles tour. And they also are the ticketing service for pretty much every single concert that you go to. We'll get into that later. If you're somebody that goes to concerts, you probably have noticed that the cost of a ticket has just kept going up. And it's not like, oh, it's just, steadily rising with inflation.
Where's my control?
No, getting tickets to go to a top concert is so insanely expensive now. If you're a normal person, you are priced out. Well, what if we ask Ticketmaster's CEO, Michael Rapino, what does he think about that?
If we look at where we are today compared to 10 years ago, if you were when you were in this business, what was the difference?
Yes, the cost has gone up, but the investment and the experience.
Okay, what's happened to margin? Given the costs of the production have gone up, is the production gone up in line with tickets? Has it gone up 100%. Even more than tickets?
So we have a lot of runway left, right? So when you read about the ticket prices going up, it's still, average concert price is $72. Try going to a Laker game for that. The concert is underpriced, has been for a long time.
Oh, concert tickets are actually underpriced. Interesting, I didn't think about that. So he says the average concert ticket is $72. Try going to a Lakers game for that. I have two things to say. One, the average concert ticket, the average of all concert tickets that exist. So you're comparing the average of literally every concert that you can go to one of the largest sports markets that exists on planet Earth. Yeah, I don't think those two are going to compare, buddy. And also, number two, you absolutely can find Lakers tickets for $72. What the hell are you talking about, brother? Concerts are too expensive? No, you're wrong. The average concert is actually $72. You can go see the Baby Fleas for $14 at your local pub. And you're certainly not going to be able to get into a Lakers game for $14. So actually, yeah, concerts are underpriced. What a loser. Well, whatever, okay? Maybe this doesn't matter to you. Maybe you're sitting there thinking, well, he's just the CEO of Ticketmaster. That's just one ticketing company. Why do I care what this guy has to say? Certainly there are other companies that we can go through to buy our tickets. No. So probably my favorite musical artist is John Bellion, and he might actually also be your favorite without you knowing it. He's written so many hits that you probably didn't know about. Well, John Bellion stoked the flames against Ticketmaster a few years back. He was on a song with a band named Lawrence. Now, Lawrence is signed to Bellion's label that he created himself. And the lyrics to John's verse on one of their songs, False Alarms, are very interesting.
Make sure you keep your masters so these assholes don't get shopping sprees. Fame is overrated and Live Nation's a monopoly.
I heard this song and I thought to myself, what is Live Nation? Who's that? What is that?
Live
Ticketmaster
Nation
is owned by Live Nation. They're part of the same kind of conglomerate. The reason that John Bellion called out Live Nation /Ticketmaster, same company, for being a monopoly was for a myriad of reasons. Ticketmaster is kind of a bad company, in my opinion, allegedly. When you buy a ticket on Ticketmaster, say it's listed for $50, they add on an insane amount of fees on top of that $50. So maybe by the time you actually check out, that $50 ticket is now $75. Ticketmaster takes that $25, it's theirs. They get to hold on to that forever. But then, for every single transfer of tickets thereafter, they also put a fee on top. So say you've got your $75 ticket and you can no longer go to the show, so you're gonna sell that ticket. Well, now a ticket that was originally listed as $50, you have to sell for $75 in order to break even. So now say you sell it for $75. Well, whoever buys that $75 ticket now has to pay the fees again. So that's gonna be at least $25, probably more. So whatever, let's just say they're spending $100 and Ticketmaster is collecting $25 in fees again. So now for one single $50 ticket, they've made an extra $50 on top. And now, God forbid, that ticket gets sold again. The process just repeats itself again and again and again. Clyde Lawrence, he's kind of the front man of the band Lawrence that had that song that John Bellion was on. He testified before the Senate a few years ago.
Mr. Lawrence, what was the amount you said, the percentage of your tickets that were fees?
Typically with Ticketmaster, we'll see a 40%-ish or closer to 50% fee added on top. We have seen really outlandish numbers, like we had a show last spring where there was an 82% fee on top of the base price. And again, we have no say or we don't even know what it's going to be until it goes on sale.
So Clyde is saying that the band themselves, they set the base price for the tickets. So say they want the tickets to be $50. They get to say that. But then Ticketmaster gets to come in and add on whatever they want in terms of fees. And the band has no say in that, and they have no idea what those fees are going to be before the tickets go on sale. So if you as a band or as an artist want to be selling tickets for $50, that's not going to happen. Ticketmaster's going to get theirs. Just last month of this year, Kid Rock, he also testified before Senate. They did this whole thing again, and he echoed that fact that the artists get to set the base price, but they have no say in the all-in price after fees.
The final price or setting the price of what we'd like? The final price. That includes all the fees, the tacked on, how the buildings make their money, everyone this, that, and the other. There's, you know, they charge how much to print out a ticket at home, all these little stuff that makes no sense. At the end of the day, no, we don't have over all those fees and everything that they tack on and all the stuff that people are really upset about.
Yeah, if you're buying like a $35 base price ticket, they might add a 30% fee on top of that, so then it's about $45 that you are paying. Immediately 10 of that is the ticket fee. Then there's maybe another $3 to $4. That's what's called a facility fee that might come right off the top. So now we're down to $31. It's a little bit complicated.
So you don't get the whole $35?
No, not even close. No, like we would get anywhere, I would say, from 40 to 70% of like $31 on a ticket that you paid $45 for. We get
and Ticketmaster gets the rest.
So the artists make a small percentage of every ticket sale, not including the fees. And then also if that ticket gets resold, even if it's on the same platform, so say Ticketmaster has a resale site, the artist doesn't see a penny from the resale of that ticket. But Ticketmaster gets to collect their fees again a second time.
Secondary ticketing, you know, if you buy a ticket, you can then resell it on a platform like StubHub or any number of other ones, including Ticketmaster has its own secondary ticketing platform. So you could buy a ticket, resell it on the secondary ticketing platform on Ticketmaster, and then that resale value, the artist doesn't get a cent of that. You could make the argument that a company like Live Nation is incentivized to have as much transactions happening on the secondary market through their site rather than the primary.
A friend of mine sent me a screenshot of a ticket purchase she made for, I believe it was a Shania Twain concert. The tickets were $227 each, but when she got to the final screen where she had to actually make the order, they turned into $291 a piece. That works out to a 30% bump on the very last screen of the transaction.
A ticket listed at one price all the way up until literally checkout. What are we doing here? That's insane. Oh, you would like to buy one ticket? That will be $79.
That was a lie.
So this is an example of a ticket for an Olivia Dean concert that is going to happen later this year. $155, that was what the ticket was going to cost, and then they have $35.25 for fees, $7 order processing fee. What are we processing? Isn't processing meant for like physical goods? Like if you're packaging something up and shipping it? This is a digital ticket, Ticketmaster. 2 tickets ends up being $388 instead of $310. So they tacked on an extra $70 just cause why the hell not? Why not? As a purchaser of a concert ticket, it's gotta be so insanely frustrating to see a seat. You select your seat and you see what the ticket costs, right? And then by the time you get to the end of your transaction, it's actually nowhere near that because of all these insane fees that have been added on. Kind of a bait and switch, kind of a lie. Well, there's a new law being introduced in the Senate called the Ticket Act, which actually makes it so all-in pricing has to be included at the very beginning. So they have to show all of the fees up front. They have to show exactly what it's gonna cost by the time you get to checkout right away. And that is good. In theory, that's very good. I like that. But maybe you're still sitting there and you're thinking, God, none of this really matters though. This is just what the business looks like, baby. If you don't like it, you don't have to participate.
What do I think about what?
Ticketmaster.
What do I think about Ticketmaster? I like them. What's not to like about Ticketmaster?
As a purchaser?
As a purchaser? Yeah, you know you can not go to the show. I always think like Ticketmaster always get like given a hard time. People going, oh, it was £400 to see Taylor Swift. Well, don't go.
I wanted to come see you.
You wanted to come see me? It looks like you did great.
I hate this. Oh, the service is predatory and totally screwing people over? Just don't go to the show. Regular people are not able to reasonably afford these skyrocketing ticket prices. For Harry Styles' show, for example, by the time you buy a ticket and then travel to New York City, because you have to go there, you get a place to stay, you purchase food, you pay for a ride to the show, you get food and drinks inside the stadium because you're there for many hours and you're forced to eat there. You hopefully skip that $55 t-shirt because wow, you gotta pay for a ride back to the hotel, you gotta get back home. All these, the expenses add up so fast, and by the time you're done with this one event that lasted a few hours, you've potentially spent thousands of dollars. There are tens of thousands of people inside Madison Square Garden for this event. I promise you, all of them are not there because they saved up a bunch of money or because they have a bunch of disposable income. They're probably there because they went into credit card debt. Well, not everything is for everybody then, you know? Maybe if you can't afford it, you just don't go. And I could see making that argument for like an obvious luxury, like going on a private yacht or something, but what are we doing here? A concert? Seeing live music? That's like an unattainable luxury now? It didn't used to be that way. That's the frustrating part, is it doesn't have to be like this, and it did not used to be like this, not even that long ago. Ask anybody who went to concerts like 10 plus years ago. Ask me! It didn't used to be like that. So what changed in the last decade? Back in 1994, the band Pearl Jam was supposed to go on a summer tour, but they ended up canceling the entire thing in lieu of battling Ticketmaster on Capitol Hill.
Guitarist Stone Gossard and bassist Jeff Ament were at the House of Representatives to begin 3 hours of testimony about Ticketmaster.
Pearl Jam had filed a complaint with the Department of Justice accusing Ticketmaster of monopolizing the ticket industry. And they accused Ticketmaster of blacklisting the band from certain venues that they had a relationship with as promoters because they were fighting them on this.
Pearl Jam has accused Ticketmaster of being a monopoly and of using its power to scuttle a summer tour the band had planned, with tickets to sell for a relatively low $18.
The band was going to sell tickets to their shows for $18. That was their wish. That's what they wanted their fans to spend, $18. Ticketmaster bumped those prices up with fees to $30. Pearl Jam went to war for $30. They said $30? That's too expensive for regular people. We have to fight them on Capitol Hill.
All the members of Pearl Jam remember what it's like to be young and not have a lot of money. Many Pearl Jam fans are teenagers who do not have the money to pay $30 or more that it's often charged for tickets today.
They did not like that fees were being added onto their ticket prices without them knowing, and they did not like that those fees were being redistributed back to the venues and the promoters that they were using, because they were the venues and the promoters.
It is well known in our industry that some portion of the service charges Ticketmaster collects on its sale of tickets is distributed back to the promoters and the venues. It is this incestuous relationship and the lack of any national competition for Ticketmaster that has created the situation we're dealing with today.
And that became absolutely official in 2010 when Live Nation, the promotion company and the owner of many, many, many concert venues, merged with Ticketmaster. So now the company that sells tickets to events is also the same company that hosts the events, with no room for any competition whatsoever. Kind of sounds like monopoly. Well, that's what's being argued still to this day.
In 2009, Congress was told under oath that merging Live Nation and Ticketmaster would benefit artists and fans. The CEO of Live Nation called the merger an experiment and promised it would increase competition, empower artists, and lower costs. He also said, and I quote, "A system that empowers artists benefits everyone." Almost need a rim shot after that.
One of the more recent accusations against Ticketmaster and Live Nation is that they're kind of issuing soft threats to venues.
When speaking with people that either own or manage venues, their biggest fear is if they leave Ticketmaster, they will lose content. It's implied that if I don't use Ticketmaster, I am not gonna get all the shows that I would like to have.
Typically, we'll go to a prospective client, we will show them our technology, they'll get excited about how it's going to make the experience better for their fans and allow them to run their business better. And then they'll start to think about the conflict threat.
Ticketmaster has said that it does not control fees, but does it keep... What do you mean you don't control fees? You're the site.
And they'll talk, and discussions will often close at that point because they've heard or been explicitly threatened. They know they will lose concerts if they move away from Ticketmaster.
John Bellion has spoken before about how when you're planning a tour, there's a good chance that when you're signing contracts to be at certain venues, you will only be allowed to play at Live Nation owned properties.
They want to make sure that they are playing in those Live Nation / Ticketmaster rooms. The artists will play in just those rooms only. With some of these like bigger festivals, they make these incredibly massive radius clauses that no artist can play anywhere within you know, the western half of the United States for a specific period of time.
You have a company that now controls 90% of Billboard Top 40 and sporting events of the ticketing, 80% of the ticketing when it comes to large arenas, and 70% of all ticketing. They also own arenas, they own the promotion with Live Nation, they're locking in venues for long periods of time, and this has cried out for action.
Ticketmaster in practice basically controls the entire market. There is like no way for anyone else to break in because they own everything. And allegedly, Ticketmaster has also been pushing recently for very, very, very long-term contracts with venues that they partner with. So they're the sole ticket provider and promoter for these venues for like upwards of a decade.
In response to some of the oversight and poking that has happened recently, we've seen Ticketmaster moving from
artists,
5 years.
right? Because if we process artists, then we process one song from the artist, and
used
then
to be the standard length for a contract in our industry to 10, trying to lock things down so that if there is more pressure, they've at least signed a lot of these decade-long deals. So there's not a lot of time. If we want competition in this industry, it is already going to be very hard to change. Longer contracts make that even harder, and that is what they've been pushing for recently.
That's too long. Okay, that's too long of a time to sign a contract for. And the way that they get them to do it, allegedly, is with these soft threats of not being able to get the top acts to come to your venue. They will make sure in the negotiation process with these artists that they don't go to your venue if you don't use Ticketmaster. It essentially just means that there's a huge lack of competition, not because Ticketmaster is like the best service. They don't own 80% of the market because they're the best service. If that was the case, whatever, you know, let the best rise to the top. That's fine. The reason that they own 80% is because they've slowly taken control of all of these venues, and they've been locking them into long-term exclusive partnerships. That makes it nearly impossible for another company like, say, SeatGeek. Very, very hard for somebody like SeatGeek to come in and grow substantially in the market. And that ends up hurting the consumer as well, because you don't have any options. You don't have any choice. There's no competition happening to bring these prices down. So like the industry standard for these insane fees could be much lower, because we wouldn't use that. We wouldn't use Ticketmaster if we didn't have to. So a giant issue that Ticketmaster is constantly bumping into is bots and scalpers. Bots shutting down the site during Taylor Swift's Eras Tour ticket sales was actually the reason they called that first hearing. There was something called the Better Online Ticket Sales Act, and that was introduced in 2016. And that made it illegal. Okay, it's illegal for any ticket purchased using bot scraping technology to be resold. So if someone comes in, they use a bunch of bots to buy up a bunch of tickets, you cannot legally resell those. But apparently that has not been enforced, like at all. So it's a law on the books that we're just ignoring, jaywalking style. First off, bots are not real. Oh, okay. My bad, I guess, sorry. Probably the worst thing that comes out of these bots scraping tickets and buying up everything is actually something that happens before the real tickets even go on sale, called speculative tickets. Some third-party scalper will put up for sale a bunch of tickets to a concert that hasn't even gone on sale yet, and they'll be charging really high rates for those tickets. But the problem is they don't have the tickets. It's a speculative ticket that you as a consumer would purchase in the hopes that they can have a bot scrape and buy a ticket for you. And if they can't, you're just out of luck. It's a pre-sale on resale. Bars. People have been so overwhelmed and frustrated by bots existing, they're like, I'm not even going to deal with trying to go on Ticketmaster because I know I'm going to be fighting tens of thousands of bots. I just want Harry Styles tickets. I don't want to fight against Ultron, so I'm going to pay the bots to go get tickets for me. We're so f***ed, man. This is so dystopian. It's like the cartel. It's the Harry Styles concert cartel. You know what, actually? If you guys don't want to deal with waiting for GTA 6, just send me $70 and I will, when it comes out, I'll make sure to get you a copy. So speculative ticketing is obviously like not a good thing. We don't want that to exist. And there's actually
speculative ticketing is very
a new law that's hopefully going to be enacted called the Ticket Act, and that would make speculative ticketing illegal. I don't have the highest of hopes for that because, you know, bot technology reselling is already illegal and we're not enforcing that, so why would we enforce speculative ticketing? I don't know. But at least it's a good start, okay? And everybody's on the same page that we want to get rid of speculative ticketing.
Everyone here agree we should get rid of speculative ticketing? Mr. Ritchie, yes or no? Yes. Mr. Wall, in stronger terms than he. Mr. Barry?
Yes, Senator, pass the Ticket Act.
Absolutely,
Okay,
100%.
well, Mr. Chairman, I'm glad you're here, sir, and we hear this, and all the staff in here hears it. And maybe we can just offer this up next time we have any bill that comes in, since we're in the Senate. So I look forward to doing that.
I also love that this guy is so fired up about it. Finally, somebody wants to get something done. We're not just spinning our wheels. Let's get something done. How about that? It's all broken. Everything is completely broken. There was a solution proposed at the first hearing to eliminate transferability of tickets.
What if we adopt a rule that said tickets are non-transferable, and we're going to cap the fees that are added on here? You want to cut out bots? Make it non-transferable. If we do that, now we've done something.
I recently saw that Noah Khan is adopting this strategy, and people were really excited about it. They're like, oh good, we're gonna have non-transferable tickets, and if you want to resell the ticket, you can only resell it back to Ticketmaster for the face value price of the ticket. So it's not that you get the ticket and then you can do whatever you want with it. It's also not that you get the ticket and then you're stuck with it and can't do anything with it. You can get the ticket, and if something happens, you give it right back to Ticketmaster. It's actually a little bit different than that. You're not restricted to giving the ticket back to Ticketmaster. You can sell it to somebody else, but only on Ticketmaster's resale platform and only for the base price of the ticket that you purchase. So you are losing out on the fees that Ticketmaster collected. They get to collect the fees still, but you only get to get back the base price when you sell it to somebody else. That feels like maybe the solution. I don't know for sure though. I'm so hesitant to say that there's any real solution, but that feels like maybe we're getting there, because then scalpers can't come in and buy a bunch of tickets and resell them. So unfortunately, it feels like the solution to all of these problems is just to allow Ticketmaster to keep everything to themselves. And I don't like that either. Like, that just doesn't feel right either. So I don't know what to do. How do we get it so there's more competition and then everybody is able to do that? Because right now it's like we got to the point where Ticketmaster owns everything, and they created all these problems, and now the solution is just, well, let's just let Ticketmaster control everything themselves, and no third parties can come in, nobody can do anything. It's just Ticketmaster they handle everything on their own. That feels wrong. I don't like the way that is. Kind of feels like they're taking their ball and going home. No one gets to play with this anymore. But I'm just some moron. I don't know what the hell I'm talking about. I'm rambling. The last thing I want to talk about is the way that Ticketmaster's system is bad for artists. We already know that it's not great for fans trying to purchase tickets. They have not created the best environment for that. Well, it's also not great for the artists. Ticketmaster actually got in hot water again recently when Olivia Dean put tickets for sale for her upcoming tour, and she was seeing all these insane fees tacked on top of the price that she thought she set for her tickets. So her and her team actually went back and forth with Ticketmaster a lot, and they were like, what the hell are you doing? That's not what we said we wanted to charge. And after that, Ticketmaster actually said they activated a face value exchange for the tour to ensure that any future ticket sales on its site were capped at the original price paid with no added fees. And then they said they would refund fans for any markup they already paid to resellers. Okay, if they can do this, why have they not just been doing this every single time? Why does there always need to be some kind of large public outcry before these companies will apply these policies that they have? They can be doing it right, they can make it smooth, but they want the money, obviously, right? Olivia had actually said, and I quote, every artist and their team should be granted the option to cap resale at face value ahead of on sale to keep the live music space accessible for all. And I would even go a step further. I agree that every artist should be able to cap the resale so you can't buy a ticket and then sell it for 8 times its initial cost. But I would go a step further and say, that's not an option, guys. That's the only thing that you can do. It should be required that you can only resell at face value. That's right. I'm proposing stricter regulations. Sue me. I just think we gotta do something. I actually don't know what the right move is, but I think we gotta do something. The problem is people are always so quick to blame the artists when stuff like this happens. Like, they should know all of this before the tickets go on sale. And yeah, maybe they should, but also every artist isn't like a seasoned businessman. Most artists are just artists. Like, I had an instance a few years ago where by default I was selling merch. By default they were charging more for like a XXL, XXL, 4XL t-shirt than they were for a small, medium, large. And they said, oh, you know, there's more fabric, so it's more expensive. But they were charging like $2, $3, $4 more for a t-shirt. And I didn't know that was happening. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I got a few messages from people being like, hey, you scumbag piece of shit. What, you hate people that are bigger than you? You piece of shit. And I was like, whoa. No, I did not know that was happening. I didn't even know that was a thing. So I went in and I had to manually change all of the prices. So anyway, all that to say, sometimes we just don't know everything that's going on. How could you possibly know every single thing that's going on, right? And you live and you learn, and now hopefully people learn from stuff like this. Maybe another artist doesn't have to learn it for themselves. Maybe they can look at what happened to Olivia
no
Dean,
clue
maybe
what
they
his
can look at
driver
what happened to
is.
Harry Styles, and they can learn from it, and they can skip the nonsense. Maybe they can do what Noah Khan did and cap resale at face value and only sell back to Ticketmaster. Maybe they cannot allow platinum tickets to be sold like Harry Styles has allowed.
Genius.
Just don't do that. Just have all the tickets be the same price, or maybe even do tiers. Like stuff way up close is a little bit more expensive because it's a better seat, and then it gets cheaper as you go back. At the very least, from everything that I've seen, I think this is a good thing, that this feels like a completely bipartisan issue. All those Senate hearings that I watched, everything that I see in discourse online, very bipartisan. Everybody says, this system is broken, let's fix it. And we're slowly coming up with ways to possibly fix it. I myself have a solution. Would you like to hear it? I don't know if it's the solution, but I kind of like it. I'm going to use Harry Styles.
All right, I don't know where to... I assume the driver got it in, but like, yeah, I see the driver. But the issue is, if the driver come in, he can't go back down out. So like, why do they do this? Because now they can't go back out. I don't get it. I don't know. I don't know, maybe he put a doorstop there, like... It's just a bit confusing now. Let me see, did he get back down there somehow? I don't know where he went. It's so weird. Okay, but that means all albums. Slim Shady EP and Slim Shady LP are not the same. But like this got relapse refill. But like how? Okay. Yeah, we need to get it if the only if the album name matches. Because if I select this, no. Which one did it use? I think it used this one. It will think that this one is on Curtain Call, but it isn't. Maybe it's this one. Let me check the door. Yeah. Ooh, it is very hot in here. Yeah. I helped the guy. Like a game of Jenga. Alright, hold on. I'm back. Man, once I am done paying like off my debt, I'm just gonna be full on in on investments. Two more months. I'll be free from this debt I'm paying $1,000 a month from. And then I'm gonna use that $1,000 a month. Hopefully by then also I pay off more of my credit cards. Because I want to be able to invest at least $3,000 to $4,000 a month into investments. If I get a raise and a promotion, I'm gonna try and do $5,000 a month. Because I need to make up with the investments. I need to make up for the time lost that I didn't invest earlier. So I wanted to do 2,000 a month investment, but and I'm currently doing 2,000 a month investment. And honestly, once I get to the investments, once I do enough, I want to do like 2,000 a month into so many different areas, but I need to focus in on certain areas right now to maximize my profits. Yeah.
Tour as an example. Those shows, let's just say the average ticket price for the 20,000 seats that are sold out, say average ticket price like $500. Ooh,
because
that's a lot of
next paycheck I will be able to do well, I won't be able to do investment next paycheck. It's the paycheck after. But yeah, my overview is dividend view is 1960. Whew, 1960. What was my dividend view before? Still 1960. But this is with $15,000 investment. 1960. It's crazy to think like if I could get the dividend view to 12,000, that would be 1,000 a month. But the dividend view right now is I need to put more in QYOD. But I have a plan for next month for 2,500. Oh, yeah, February is done. Oh, no, next month is 2,000. And then April is the 2,500 plan. And then when I do once I get to April, I'm gonna do the 2,500 like consecutively, and then according to a plan that I made with ChatGPT, I don't know where, if I put in 2,500 into this with compounding, this can get me to like 1,000 1,000 a month by next year from dividends. And then with compounding in 5 years, it get me to 3,000. And so with that, what I want to do is then with the compounding and the dividends that I get, I want to use that to invest into other ones. So then I have like 3,000 here, 3,000 there. Because 3,000 a month is kind of crazy to get from dividends. And if I keep building on that, then it could get to 5,000. And once it gets to 5,000 a month, it needs to get, in order for me to live comfortably, it needs to get over 10,000 a month. And no, 15,000 a month off dividends, because it needs to get to a point where how do I put it? Like, it needs to get to a point where I can still invest, but also pay for things like daily. So if I can do that with dividends, I think literally like okay, album URL, okay. Hold on. Yeah. So because at some point AI will just like I need to like I don't know. Bad juju. Strange rain. Planet. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, this is doing something at least, you know? So, it's doing something. Since I already got the song URLs, this one will be probably a bit faster for me to just verify manually too, with this after it's done scraping. But yeah, like that. So let me just commit this save, and then I guess we need to also make sure. Oh, let me wait till it finishes scraping. I know I could do like 10 at a time here, but it's fine. So now that we have that, one thing that I need to do next is I need it to... Oh, what the hell? Why did my phone stop? Am I still live? Okay, my phone's connected again. I don't know what happened there. Yeah. Yeah, it's almost done. But yeah, if I was making like, small steps, we're only at 100 per month right now with dividends. Almost, I think, almost at 200. But if the second I hit 1,000 will be like a really big accomplishment for me, because $1,000 in dividends will be very good. And with what is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So I think by month 9 I could hit maybe 200, and then I think by year 1 I could hit 250. Oh damn, I guess yeah. But then once I really ramp up like investments and like get my my stock First of all, IBM stock doing very poorly right now. If IBM stock, like, it dipped so much in the past month. So I don't know what it's doing, and I don't know what to do on it. So yeah. So let me do this. Let's continue this.
Money. That would mean that the show is bringing in about $10 million in ticket sales every night. 30 nights, $300 million.
All right.
Wow. Instead of bending your fans over a barrel and showing them the 50 states, what if we had a giant corporate sponsor? Hear me out. I know that sounds yucky, and I know you don't like that. I know that sounds Orwellian. I think it's a good idea. Instead of charging on average $500 per ticket so that your fans can go into credit card debt, make Coca-Cola pay for it. It's called the Harry Styles Together Tour. Why can't it just be the Harry Styles Coca-Cola Tour? Let Coca-Cola slap shameless branding all over the place. But then the tickets are free. What do we think about that? What do we think about that? There's no bots, there's no scalpers. The fans get the tickets, the fans go to the show, they enjoy it, they spend money, they pay for the shirts now. You know what? I will buy a $55 shirt, and I'm gonna get a $30 hot dog because Coca-Cola so graciously paid for our tickets. Thank you, Coca-Cola. I don't know, guys, what do you think? Let me know. That might be a bad idea. But let me know. And another solution would be to just stop worshiping these artists like they deserve it. You don't need to pay these insane prices to go see them live. And I know that sounds like the Jimmy Carr clip that I clowned on earlier. But what Jimmy Carr was saying, if you can't afford, just don't go. What I'm saying is, we should all be able to afford to go. You can't just increase the price of gasoline and then be like, well, I guess driving cars is a luxury for the upper class. If you can't afford it, just don't drive. Why are we increasing the price of tickets and then pretending like it's a luxury for the upper class? That's annoying. You're being annoying and you're being cringe. Stop it. Maybe the least we can do is stop buying resale tickets. Maybe don't buy a resale ticket for the Harry Styles tour. Maybe make him feel it just a little bit. He still got paid. You know, he got paid for all the initial sales. But maybe when he looks out there and he sees all those empty seats, he says, what have I done? And then he goes and he cries on his Scrooge McDuck pile of money. I don't know, guys. Whatever. Just watch it. They're gonna make it into a movie. They're gonna make it into an Amazon Prime tour documentary. He's gonna make another $100 million for that. So just watch it when it comes out on Prime.
Even looking back at like the Live Nation stuff, I realized that like you don't have to fucking blow the building up. You just gotta create the stir to at least try to have the conversation.
Okay, I hope that made sense. I've just been reading and watching a lot about this Ticketmaster stuff over the past few weeks, and it was all in my brain and I had to get it out. I hope that I got it out in a way that makes sense to you, and I hope that sentence wasn't super innuendo filled. Thank you so much for watching. An extra thank you to my patrons.
Fuck. Where did that thing go? Here.
What's Charlie's go-to sex position? What's the longest Asmund Goldwyn without showering?
I'm gonna choose what I think is the only one. Are you taking this seriously?
All right.
Blurt is like, it's a cool experience.
Hey everyone, and welcome back.
I know
to
a faster way to
Today
do
we
this.
have a blast from the past video for you guys. A long time ago, we did the Newlyweds game, which was a game where myself and Aaron and Matt and Charlie both guessed to see who knew each other best. And today we're running it back, baby. We got new questions, maybe some more uncomfortable ones. I don't know what Danny has in store for us, but it's gonna be a good time. So lock in.
There's a lot of thinking about yourself on this one. These questions compared to last time are not as spicy, but they're a little more creative, and you kind of got to think about it for a second, okay?
We're both very good at thinking.
Oh, but if the album's already in my
First one.
Right?
Left or right? Left or right? You're trying to write the same thing on your board.
Oh, that's
as
so
each other.
easy. What the fuck?
Dude, so easy.
Hey man, there's a funny answer here. Go, brother.
On this
I
pussy
don't know
boy.
if I want to.
Pussy boy.
Boom back like hanging out with young Sheldon, the Big Bang.
But it's already there, so.
Right. What the fuck, man? Why would you go left?
All right, unfortunate.
Why would you go left?
Okay, let me do this.
Right.
Oh, unfortunate. Dang, look at that L though.
Yeah, right?
All right.
I'm gonna feel like a real idiot if Matt and Charlie take that as right or left-handed, and we think it's which way our penises go.
Oh yeah, which way they curve.
Yeah.
That's all right. Now I'm not quite on the same page yet. We'll get there. Okay, you get $1 each day your partner doesn't.
Okay. So let me look at this. Let me run this, and then I need to tell it to like not if the album's already in the database, don't insert it from the pending things. DB. Okay, I don't know why I didn't. Yeah. Oh, okay. They can't easy. I mean, I guess it's easier now for them to be accurate, but like. But like, I don't know.
And shower. The catch is you must be with them 24/7. How much money do you two think you'll make till you told the other to shower? That's an audience question.
I hope you get this, Matt, because I have said something.
Oh God, maybe we're.
I don't know why I thought it was with romantic partners and not the two of us. It is the two of us together?
Yeah,
We're
so
hanging out?
you two, you get $1 every day.
Why did it just stop failing?
But you have to be with each other 24/7. How much money do you have at the end?
Is there like a closeness? Because there's so many options for how. There's so.
I'll
many
give you within like
$5.
But we've got to be to get like him and I got to be in the same room.
24/7.
So like
24/7. You have to be together.
I think we're gonna both have to be real here.
How much was it? 42.
How many days are in the average human lifespan?
Yeah.
What's the longest Asmongold?
I'm gonna be so honest. Humans don't live.
But YouTube search.
You don't have that many days on this earth.
I mean, it's 365. Most people live to like what, 70 something. So it's like
30.
So you're basically just saying how many days would you make it, more or less?
It's probably not even $40,000. I think you live like what, maybe 80,000 days, but we're already through probably like 20.
It's still, okay, it's still validating.
Yeah,
Sorry,
I feel like no.
Which is not worth the money. It's $1.
I'm hoping.
All right,
you
what do we
I don't
got?
know
What
that
do we got?
could. I did 5.
I did
Oh,
7.
we're counting that. We're counting.
Nice. Good work.
I was scared you were gonna go like 30.
No.
Ready?
yeah.
Yeah, flip them.
Damn.
Wait, we're within 50.
Yeah, wait, 50 was crazy. Maybe it'll be. I thought you guys were gonna go way higher than that.
Legitimately, the thing is.
So you think you'd make 4 days before you're telling him to shower?
Because I don't think. How long? Can you look up on the computer how long a human lifespan is in days? Because I don't think it hits the amount of money to where like.
It matters.
Yeah.
Yeah.
$1 a day, I don't think is generating enough profit.
Enough stink
Okay,
revenue.
Exactly,
The
yeah.
average is 72 years. Let's see, 26,280.
Absolutely no. I'm telling you, like, I would pay you $1 to shower every day for the rest of your life. To be completely honest with you, I'll be honest.
I'm gonna count that wrong, but when I go to them, I'm gonna just do 5 days for them as well.
Okay.
Okay, 5 days apart.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's fair. If I if I don't shower for like a day, I'm ridden with filth.
But then
I'm absolutely.
I don't know why the UI looks
What's
so
the
different
most
now.
embarrassing experience you've lived through together?
Most embarrassing experience we've lived through together.
I think with embarrassing memories is I usually purge them pretty good until another, like a Matt story.
I mean,
brings
I
it out.
have them. I just don't know what ones you were there for.
Or that I also was an active participant in.
Yeah.
I wasn't an active participant. Okay.
I mean, I think it's something we were both a part of that was pretty embarrassing.
I can't think of anything embarrassing.
Me either. We're just so fucking rad.
Yeah, we're just super cool. I'm gonna choose what I think is the only one.
I don't even think I'd file this in the cabinet under embarrassing.
I don't either, but it's the only thing that's popping into my head that we shared together with like somewhat of embarrassing trauma.
Maybe? I'll try this.
I went to state championship basketball.
Oh, I went CDS Lake.
Oh no.
Damn.
When we traveled like 5 hours and lost by 80.
Yeah, that was against Seacrest.
Yeah, we got fucking annihilated.
We had an 8th grader dunking all over us. All right, I wish I remembered that.
Yeah, it was.
That was a
pathetic.
good one. Mine was not good at all.
Yeah, it was pathetic.
It doesn't seem like we are on the same page, but I think once you see it, I think you'll unless you got it.
Maybe. How is yours old?
No.
Oh, then I don't think we match.
All right,
Let's see.
let's see what you got.
Stand-up comedy was pretty bad. Yours was when you got caught changing when you were at one act, and you were like shirtless, and someone was like, "Oh," and you were like,
"Oh, yeah, no, that was in front of my entire fucking theater class. I had to quick change and took my shirt off, and someone under their breath went, I fucking hate saying this. Someone under their breath went, holy shit."
All right,
Well,
I gotta update it. This, I don't know why this UI, the YouTube search.
What Pokemon would Matt be?
YouTube search and validate videos is like the same thing.
Oh, I already know. Oh, what's his name? Oh, what's his name?
"Oh, I don't know it either."
Oh, what's his name?
Just write down the phenotype.
Yeah. I'm writing down.
As long as you write down the same thing, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, I already, man.
I say this all the time.
You say this
all the time.
Because if I search YouTube here and then I validate videos here, then what am I doing?
Machamp/Machoke.
Son of a bitch.
Another Harley Davidson?
Is that my new one?
I'm gonna burn this place to the ground.
I wrote it here, so I'm at least using it.
It's to sell it.
No, why would I buy it just to sell it?
No offense, but that's the end of this episode then.
I don't want to get rid of one thing
This
and
is
now
not worth
and you're
my
gonna
time
fit over me not wanting to
This
get rid of a
isn't throwing
Harley?
it. I'm not gonna waste my time. I'm not gonna waste their time.
You're not wasting time.
I'm wasting time if you're not willing to sacrifice anything in this conversation. So I'm done. This conversation's done.
It's brand new. It's gonna depreciate.
Mute this mic, please. I don't give a.
My name is Evan. I'm from Stephenville, Texas. I'm 29 years old, and this is Financial Audit.
Thanks for coming down to Austin. What do you do for a living up there?
So I own a classic Mercedes shop.
You own? Business owner?
Yep.
Okay, this is exciting. Wow, how does the business do?
So it's been pretty good. It's been open for about a year now, officially. I bought the shop in August last year. Started doing it January.
You bought the shop.
Bought the shop.
So this isn't ground up from you, which is fine. It's totally okay, but buying a shop sounds expensive.
Can be if you do it wrong.
Was
but,
it?
I mean, the shop was $160,000.
Okay, that sounds crazy as
I
I think.
put down $15,000, and
how was the shop doing before you bought it?
So no, it was just an empty shop.
Oh,
it was an empty shop with some land, and it was for sale.
Okay, it's okay. I thought you like bought a pre-existing business.
No.
Okay,
Built
I
it
got
from the ground up.
There we go. Okay, very cool. Okay, now if it is so successful, and all
I don't know how
that
that
stuff,
TI song's doing very well.
I mean, I think there's a loan in here that's like 200% interest. You know, there's like some of the more wild debts that exist for people to take out. Where is that money coming from? The success, if not to pay off debt? Why is the debt being taken out? Why is there debt if this is a successful business?
Well, you gotta have debt to make money. You gotta borrow money to make money. That's how it is.
You
It takes
have
money.
to borrow money
you
to
do.
make money.
Do you have 150 grand sitting in the bank right now?
Do I?
Yeah.
Not
Do
in
99%
for
of
taxes,
the world?
yes.
Okay. Do 99% of the world have 150 grand sitting in the bank to just throw it into a business that may or may not work?
Oh, that's what you're saying. Upfront costs to the business.
Yeah.
Okay, well, there's nothing wrong with necessarily taking out like a small business loan. There's some good opportunities. Again, you have a 200% loan. I don't think that's what we're talking
What
about.
loan's 200%? I don't have one at 200.
We'll go over it. It's only
Okay.
a couple in. But you also have just traditional credit cards and stuff that are sitting around 30%. You have Credit One, which gets monthly fees. So you have to borrow money to make money. One, I borrowed no money to make this business, to be clear.
Okay.
But you don't have to borrow money to make money.
Some experts will say otherwise.
So this business doesn't exist.
I'm not saying yours. I'm saying
You
other
said you
businesses.
have to. You said have to.
In my world, yes.
Have to. As in, there's literally no other option.
Well, let's see. You're going to love this. I had no job, and I took out the loan for the business so I could make more money. I couldn't just make 150 grand appear.
No,
out of nowhere.
again, I'm not against appropriate leverage in certain situations, and it may have worked in your situation, but you're saying you have to. It's the only
that's why someone
you
called,
have to borrow to make
me,
money.
Yes, I did.
Ask if people got a Mac Mini.
Not everyone.
Okay, so let's not generalize it. Yes, I had to
you
borrow.
said you have to. That's what you said.
Okay.
I'm going off of your words.
Well, for me, yes, I did have to borrow money. Maybe not everybody has to, but that's maybe what 1%
What did you
of the
borrow?
world?
Like a small business loan? Yes, we can do that. But again, there's credit cards in here.
Yes,
that's
those were before. Those were before.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's not we have to borrow money type of debt. Again, we could even a personal loan. Like the interest rates aren't fantastic, but that's something that we can potentially think about if needed to expand a certain area or different business loans. There's I take out as long as the interest rates make sense and the math makes sense. I take out leverage on real estate, but that's because that's often the best way to take advantage of real estate. You get something that's at $400,000, and if it's appreciating like 6% a year, even though you have like $80,000 into it, that $400,000 is still what's appreciating at that 6% a year. So there's lots of good ways to take advantage of leverage. But again, this is a big pile of stupid.
Well, yeah, but a lot of that has only started before the shop. It started before the shop.
But if it was successful, why hasn't it been paid off?
Who said I was successful?
You said it's been a successful shop.
Well, I haven't gone under.
So that's
I'm being
the
able to pay
value
the
of
bills.
success? Okay.
Success is being able, in my opinion, success is being able to do what you love and enjoy doing it and being able to just live comfortably. Everyone would love to have a Ferrari or be able to travel the world, do whatever.
Hold on.
Of course, everyone loves
Big difference between owning a Ferrari and just literally not having credit cards. No one in the world said what your definition that you just said right there isn't success. I would also define that as success. But you're saying living comfortably, you're having debt that you're not able to pay off. That's not living comfortably.
Well, I am paying it off. It's just
oh my gosh. Bruno
taking
Mars
time.
drops next week.
Maybe I should pay it off better.
Yeah, it's gonna take literal decades.
Well, yeah, if I do minimum payments,
which is what oftentimes you
Bro,
do.
yeah, Venmo takes so long.
Well, also spending on them.
I'm just trying to make sure this is clean.
I haven't
so
spent
that
on
way
them
when I
lately.
do this,
I haven't spent on them lately.
Incorrect. I have your most recent statements.
You do, and I haven't spent on them lately. Well, what's lately?
Because as soon as I do this, I want to be able to go all in adding albums. Because YouTube, Spotify, or Genius, I just do this all. I make this easy. But we'll see.
A year or 3 days?
Probably gonna end stream soon.
Lately? This is your most recent statement, so this would be lately. It's your only available proof that you can print off and show lately. It's the most recent thing, so that's lately.
Okay, well we'll see what it says, but I have not spent on them lately. I really have.
I'll tell you what it says.
All right.
$41 is spending on the first credit card. Lately.
Credit one?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah,
I know
you
I have
lately
three.
spent $41 on that credit card. There's only about 1,000 more credit cards to go through.
There are, yeah.
So I'd say you did spend on.
I don't remember
why would you
but
even
still.
say that? I'm so
'Cause
confused.
I didn't remember it.
You're combative. Okay, this is interesting. All right. I don't get why even say that though if that's just objectively not true.
So I did not realize I did spend on it in the last month.
Okay, but there's also more cards you spent on.
Well, we're not talking about the more. We're talking about that one.
We were talking about credit cards in general, buddy.
Okay, well, you said credit one, right?
Okay,
not credit cards. You said credit one.
Okay, fine.
So we're
fine.
hitting on the credit one.
Even credit one you spent on. So.
Okay. So I spent on
so
credit
it doesn't
one.
matter.
Okay, regardless, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
It is what it is.
So that's how we. That's how we
Can't change history. Just focus on the future.
Exactly, but you're not focusing on the future because you're only making monthly payments and still spending on the cars that are accruing interest that you're not paying off. So you're not focusing on the future. So what you're talking
So I
about?
haven't focused on those, but I focused on other things.
What?
So my ASEMA and my Affirm, I have focused on those. I've made more payments on those. My Harbor Freight, I've made more on those. Yes, I have Affirm.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. You're easily triggered, aren't you? So am I.
It
It's
happens.
okay. So am I. I get it. I can get heated quickly. I'm a competitive little boy in different things.
Notice.
Play me a game in Mario Kart and I'll be freaking out.
You probably would. Yeah. That'd be interesting.
Yeah, we play them on the member streams for those who are there. But, okay. Well, I need to know about your income. Do you even know? Not what comes into the business, but after everything, what are you able to withdraw from the business?
So that has actually been a struggle for me to get it separated.
Yes, a successful business, as you said.
I have...
Oh, to separate. Sorry.
To separate. What comes in, everything goes into my personal bank account right now. I have not set up a business bank account yet because I don't know how to be honest. I haven't gone that far. I haven't looked into... Well, I know how to set up a business bank account, but being able to separate everything and pay myself...
You have it deposited into the business checking account. And then your business expenses come from the business checking account.
So
what's the confusing part there? Because I don't want to be dismissive of that. I want to actually.
So I understand the whole point of putting the money into the business account.
Yeah.
And then paying myself at the end of the week or end of 2 weeks.
Are you LLC?
Yes.
So that's more, you're just acting as a pass through, but what the business account is doing there is essentially, this is really helping you keep the books by the end of the year, helping you take advantage of different tax advantages.
Understandable.
Write-offs, deductions, all that good stuff.
So, but for my actual income, it's really just whatever work gets completed throughout that month. That's my income.
But my VS Code just
but you have
I don't know why.
expenses, no?
I do, yes.
Okay, so would you deduct those from the income?
So
the revenue?
Really what it is if I get, say, $10,000 for a job, it goes straight in my bank account and then I pay my bills, whether it's the company bills or my personal bills.
Whoa, what is this VA benefits? That's like $9,000.
It's $1,200 or $1,900 a month, every month. The $9,000 was a back pay for them. Back
what is this? Is this disability?
Yes.
Oh my god.
There is not one veteran that has been on the show that does not have disability, by the way.
Yeah.
So does every veteran in the world that you know have disability? Cause...
As far as I know, except for my grandfather for some reason. But
okay. Can I ask what happened?
For myself?
Yeah.
Just basic stuff.
Yeah. I don't need details. I was just curious. I just become more and more curious because this is every single veteran on the show is on some form of disability.
Yeah.
Which totally down for if something happened.
Yeah.
I'm not against that, but it's making me more and more curious every single time.
Well, I understand. And I mean, if we get on it, it's probably because they have to go through a whole system. It takes like 6 to 8 months most of the time. They do their research, see what did happen in the military, and then they give it to you or they don't.
Sure. So $1,800 a month for that, but there was some back pay. Yes. Okay, Zell in. Is Zell from the business?
Zell is from business.
Okay, 7,614.
I don't remember. Does it say from who? Or
sorry,
from
this
what?
is just total numbers, but as we go through the accounts, we can see. But there was a total zelling in.
Okay,
of
that was more than likely all income to the business.
To the business. Yes. So you get paid through Zelle.
Zelle.
Okay.
PayPal, and then cash.
Oh, PayPal, cash. Okay, let's see. Yeah, Cash App 340. Would that be business as well?
More than
personal?
likely not.
Okay,
that's all personal.
But PayPal is 2,696.
Yep, that was.
And cash deposit was 4,500.
Yes.
Okay. And then there's a remote deposit of 166, or across the board.
Could have been a check.
A bit for business.
Yes.
What about ATM deposit of $16?
I get
lottery. You won the lottery.
Yeah, I won a little bit of money.
A little bit of money. How much did you put into it?
I'm about broken even. I'm being honest. I've put in about 3.
Better than most.
3.
Better than most. Okay, so I'm gonna add up this business income.
Okay.
Now, big question here. What was your start date of the business?
August 14th of last year.
Okay. How'd taxes go last year?
I made $19,000.
Did you file though?
Yes. I have a CPA that did it all for me.
Good. Probably didn't owe too much now.
No.
But this...
Well, it was $19,000.
But this year, are you saving up the necessary money
to
for
pay
the taxes? Because, again, I mean, that last month shows business revenue, if that is all accurate, of $14,976.
Okay, so I'm not saving for taxes now to pay at the end of the year because all the money is being spent.
Okay, if it's all being spent on business, you might be okay there. But is it all being spent on business and what the IRS will define as business?
I need to figure out how to like figure out my business because
expenses.
More
I spend.
Okay, well then you don't have an excuse, and the IRS is not going to be happy with that, and they're going to come after you.
And I'll deal with that whenever I get there.
When they show up with guns?
Yeah. Well, I don't think they'll do that, but if they do, I'll fire back.
Yeah, I don't think
we'll see how they do.
You're going to beat the ones with nukes, but okay. So business revenue. This is going to be. I'm excited for this conversation. This is interesting.
You and me both.
Fortune, why are you so excited?
I'd like to see how this goes.
$14,976.72. So I would want to see. Gosh, probably at least because if we're taking into account different.
All right, I'm in my stream. Let me see. I think I need to also download my stream from last week too. I don't think I'm gonna stream tomorrow. I'm doing this thing where I'm doing like streaming once a week, to be honest, because to be honest, there's really just nothing for me to do on stream anymore. I do a lot of stuff off stream because of like the programming stuff, and a lot of stuff that I'm doing like with the control panel and the behind the scenes, I want to do more off stream because I don't want all this to be easily data exposed. But I don't do a lot of coding on stream anymore. I literally just do like I use Claude and other things to like help code ideas and come up with stuff because I have the site idea and I have the things in mind, but everything's just everything's just something that I'm trying to like focus on. And so with the site, there's so many things that I want to do with the site that I need to give a lot of attention to it first. And right now I'm also, so the music brackets site, last Sunday, I worked on it all day, music brackets site. I think I did it on stream, maybe. I don't know. But last Sunday I did it on stream. I did something on stream, but with the music brackets site, I got that all done. It's not fully done, but I'm waiting for the Google to approve the ads for the site. And then once I have the ads approved for the site, then I will do it. Someone actually went on the site. I got a user that went on it. So yesterday, someone went on it. So I don't know, people are going to these sites now, and I want to do music tier lists and music brackets the next few months, providing updates and stuff to that. And with the backend, I also need to add like notifications to those sites too, so people look at notifications. And I want to add Google logins and so many different things that I want to do for the site that I want it to be like I want the control panel to be the all-encompassing like one place location for me to just do things in. And I'm trying to like get things like the song certifications. I got a majority of that done. But I need to redo the song certifications because I need to exclude Hispanic songs because they're counted differently. Or maybe I need to track it differently with the song certification, so I need to redo that. With the song producers and songwriters, I also need to clear that out, and I don't know how I want to display that data. So there are certain things that I want to check for because songwriters and songwriters, maybe I can because this song's Eminem's, but he's not listed as a songwriter. But I don't know, like I don't know. But other things like I want to start web scraping is like the Who Sampled website. I want to scrape that site. And so there's certain things, and I need to automate notifications. So there's certain things that I want to do, and I want to make it more mobile friendly. So a lot of there's so many things that I feel like if I were to stream this, it would take me like forever to do, because with streaming I get so distracted and so something else. But when I'm focused and I'm just like this, that, and that, I could get 10 things done in one day. And so I need to like figure out, like, I need to, and I don't want to be subscribed to Claude so much. Like, I already did 2 months, and so I think I max limit up do 6 months with it, but I want it to be where with Claude I don't need to do like a lot of the stuff anymore. So that's why I'm focused a lot on the back end stuff, because I need it to work exactly, and then maybe if I need to use the $20 tier, I'll switch to that. But the Claude is more of like an investment for myself, and I can't, it's $100, but I get paid well enough, but I need to like, I'm trying to focus a lot on my like life too. So I'm trying to pay a lot, like focus in life also. This should be centered. But because of that, I'm also trying to make sure like things in my life are, doing well, and I'm just I don't know how to explain it, but just like things that like I'm doing well in, and so I just want to make sure things are good in life. What is this? YouTube section. Header name, YouTube, display flex. Okay, but if that's display flex, then oh, that's not display flex. Field is URL. Oh, there's 2 buttons. What the hell? Oh. Merge. What does merge button do? Oh, maybe merges it back into the verified. Yeah. So let me do. Yeah, how come it's not huh. Oh wait, I think because this height needs to be 100%. Yeah. Yeah, like that. And then, what? Bro, didn't I just not fix this? Where is this div to? Hold on. Oh, I think I see it here. This is the issue here. There we go. Yeah. So let me just, I'm gonna just end my stream here. I don't think anyone's live. Let me just double check. Yeah, I'm gonna just end my stream. Peace.